all.
All right. Welcome, everyone. We're going to stop saying weeks at this point. Just episode 13. Lucky episode number 13. Caesar RE, Black Hack 2K, and our guest this week, Footloose.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going?
Nice. And Footloose and Black's now Facebook chat is Tyler. So nice to meet you, Tyler, officially. I know I've popped in. I've watched you play some Warzone here and there. But everybody's been playing Warzone that I've been watching lately. I don't see many of my streaming community playing any other game at this point.
Yeah, it's really the hottest game out right now, even though it's so broken. It's you want to play it, but then your mind's like, no, I don't want to play it. You know, it's like, what am I doing? It really is.
And it's amazing that people are still playing it. So Activision's like, well, I mean, you're still playing, so why do I need to do anything about it?
That's the problem.
You know, like just stop for a little bit and maybe it'll work. You know.
Right, definitely. They're definitely making revenue off it, no matter what. So,
for sure. I've been popping in a couple days and playing just solo, just because I don't want to have to keep up with a bunch of people. I don't play it enough, and it's kind of annoying for me to be playing with people who are just shitting on me. You know, so it's been nice to play the bot lobbies because I didn't play it much. Anywho, yeah, right. We'll talk more about Warzone. I'm sure you both have been on that grind, so I'm sure we'll talk more about that. Tyler, what we've been doing is we just do like a quick little intro, whatever you want to say about yourself, kind of give the people who you are. You know, I know you're on Twitch, so feel free, talk about anything you're streaming, your kids, your family, whatever.
Okay. First and foremost, I'm Tyler, aka Footloose. I'm a live streamer on Twitch. 32 years old from Des Moines, Iowa. I'm a full-time father and a full-time worker. I do construction work. I drive a semi. I have 3 kids, an 8-year-old, his name is Zane, a 6-year-old named Jovi, a 3-year-old named Kyler. And it's probably the best thing about my whole life is being a dad. I tell you what, man, those kids, watching them grow and watching everything that they do has been amazing. For years, my dad wasn't around, so being able to give them what I didn't have has been the greatest thing ever, so it's been good. But like I said, I am a Twitch streamer. I stream on Twitch. I try to be live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I try to do late night streams Fridays and Saturdays. I play a lot of Warzone. That's mostly what you'll see on my channel. I love it. I love the style of the play that I play it. I do like a competitive style of play. I'm not a competitive player by any means. I have done tourneys. But what I mostly do is I try to get better. I try to keep progressing with the skill, the movement, the shots, and I play with a lot of high skilled players. So I'm like the lower KD guy, but I try to have so much fun.
You're the Rock. You're the Rock. Everybody needs the Rock.
We have another guy that's our Rock, but most of the time it's me as the Rock. But yeah, we have another guy. His name's Dirty Bird. Really good friend of mine. That is like my normal little crew. It's him, Ink, and Dread, and man, they're a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want good vibes, good energy, stop over by the stream sometime. And it's amazing, man. I promise you, you guys won't be disappointed. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of giveaways now as well. I took, after good old Black, man, giving back to the community is one thing that I want to do. I got into a really bad spot where I was down bad. I thought I was going to have to give up streaming. I thought I was going to have to give up my PC. And seeing how much the community came together for me, and now I'm okay and I'm back to where I need to be. I've been able to give back to the community. And that's what I want to do. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the numbers. I don't do that for anything but one thing, and that's to entertain people. Sure. And if I have one viewer in my stream that's smiling, then I'm doing my job.
Yep.
I mean, I love video games. It's an escape from reality. It really is. Sure. I can come in, I can have fun, I can meet new people that I've never met before. And, the guys that I just talked about just a second ago, those guys are some of my best friends now. I literally talk to these guys every day and every night. And I've met so many amazing people. I mean, look, Black Hack, I found him on TikTok. As a matter of fact, I didn't even find him. My son, my son found Black on TikTok and was like, Dad, you got to meet this guy. You gotta go see what he's about.
Yeah.
And I did, and it's been amazing, man.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I think I actually remember the TikTok you were talking about as well, when you said you were going to be selling things, because Black, he had a TikTok following up
Yep.
with it and said this man's
Yeah.
planning to give up his PC and things like that. So that's awesome.
No, sir.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. You said Des Moines, Iowa. I was actually out that way for a wedding. My friend lives in
Okay.
Cedar Rapids.
I do a lot of work in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, he moved out there after graduating college. Works for John Deere. But he
Okay.
met a girl who's from Iowa. Went to Iowa University. Got married. I don't remember what the name of the place is, but there's a casino
Oh my
right
God,
next to
Cole.
it. There's a casino and like this. What's that? It's right on the Mississippi River. It's like some massive little hotel area.
I don't
Possibly, I'm
know.
not
I don't
sure.
know the only spot that I know is like right on the Mississippi is going to be Davenport, and then right across is Illinois.
There's like a downtown. It's a college town. I can't remember right now. I don't know. But I was just there in 2019.
Okay.
For the wedding for like 6 days. Our literal hotel room looked out over the Mississippi River, which was awesome. It was cool.
It's one of the best spots to be on is when you're down there on the river. I'll tell you that. I love Davenport and Rock Island area right over there, because I just love being over there. So
Yeah.
Somebody in chat says the I-80 truck stop is dope. Yes, it really is.
Dude, you're 2 hours and 50 minutes away from me.
Where are you at? Where you at, Black?
I'm
Yeah.
in Central Illinois.
Dirty's
I
not.
just looked it up.
Where are you in Illinois?
I'm 45 minutes south of Springfield, Illinois. I'm right off of 70.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're definitely not far. You're definitely not far. That's nothing, man. That's a hop, skip, and a jump for me.
I missed the chat that Dirty Bird said you called him The Rock.
Yeah, right. Well, he actually mentioned me as The Rock. Yes, Dirty, you are.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, I wish I could have experienced a little bit more while we were out there. My wife was actually, I don't even know, at that point, couple months, maybe a month pregnant, something like that, with our first kid. So we basically went on all these wedding trips that year, and we couldn't tell anybody because we were within that first trimester, so we didn't want to tell anybody. But she's like, she can't drink at these weddings, and she was trying to fake it, and it's like she wasn't showing it all, but it was she was a trooper. I mean, we flew to Iowa and turned around, and once we got back from Iowa, I think 3 days later we had a wedding in New Jersey, and then
wedding crashers right there.
I think a week later we had to fly to California, like one shot flight, and she's like maybe 6-7 weeks pregnant. It was rough.
Hey, putting in the work, yeah. That's a lot for that first trimester. That's
I mean, she gets the brunt of it too. It's the same way we're pregnant with our second one now, and
congratulations,
thank
congratulations.
you. We're stopping there. But
I said the same thing at 2, but look what happened.
Nah, we are. I don't. Yeah, she's not gonna let it.
I plan on it too.
She's not gonna let it continue. Which I don't blame her. I think she has high risk every time she's pregnant. So it's not only like miserable pregnancy and things like that. It's also life risk for her as well. So I respect it, and I just didn't want an only child. I grew up with 2 brothers, and even though we fight a lot, like, it's nice to have a sibling. So
yeah, no, it really is. It's my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old have a big bond. My 8-year-old, he's more into the video games and stuff now. He plays a lot of Fortnite, but my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old, they're always constantly playing with each other. My 8-year-old's like, Dad, can I go play Fortnite? I'm like, yeah, go play Fortnite, do your thing. And it's, you can't really say no to it because everything going on in the world right now, you really can't. These kids can't get out of the house and go play with their friends, or go do things. So socializing to them is now video games, Zoom on their tablets or their laptops that they got from school, stuff like that. I mean, I give bad props to these kids. Bad props, man. I
say it all the time. I've been saying it for a while now. I I really don't see myself where I am today. Like I have an office job. I work in computer software. I enjoy it. I don't think I get the grades to get into college or graduate college, even if I did, if everything was virtual. I just don't have the
Oh, no
self
shot.
discipline. I don't have the attention span. I would have lost it. Like
No shot.
I
Yeah,
got
couldn't
by
have done it.
because teachers were able to like control me enough to keep going on the same path. So not only that, like I was big. I played 3 sports all throughout high school.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to do that with all this shutdown stuff, right? You would have
Yeah.
lost your seasons. I feel for all those kids that at the end of their senior year lost out on a baseball season or a track season or
Yeah.
softball, whatever they were playing. Like that's rough.
Yeah, there's a series on Netflix right now, and it's Last Chance U.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's about the basketball. I don't know if you guys watched it, but that last episode, man, they always make it to the playoffs. But they never make it to the championship round. They never make it to that game. This year, that when COVID hit, they made it to the championship
And
round,
didn't get a go.
and they were on their way to the Sweet 16 playoff, and they got the phone call, "You can't go. It's canceled. It's done."
Yeah.
Like, are
Wow.
you kidding me? Like, and then it
That
was done.
sucks.
But what was nice about it though is they got offered, some of these kids got offered a couple more years of playing time.
Yeah.
These college, and especially the college kids. But yeah, I'm right there with you, man. If this was all back when I was in school, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, I played the drums for my whole life. I mean, I was on a drill team and traveled all around, the United States. I
Nice.
played in halftime shows for the NFL, halftime shows for the NBA.
Nice.
I took dance for years. That's why they call me Footloose.
I was gonna say you got the dance on the behind you.
Dude, have you
I
seen his
love
TikTok?
I love dance.
No, I don't think so.
Wild.
Yeah, I'll have to
The
watch it.
YouTube video from 2009 is better than the TikTok. But I was a dancer, man. I traveled to competitions. I did
Nice.
so much. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that,
Right,
if this
right,
all
right.
happened when I was at that, that age. If this happened, I wouldn't be able to do it. I know for a fact I wouldn't have been able to do the virtual schooling. I would have went crazy. My mom would have probably smacked the living crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like get it together. It's like, because I know when I was at home, I wanted to be out running the streets on my bike or
Sure.
out playing with the friends.
Oh,
and
I
doing
wasn't
stuff.
allowed to like I don't even remember when I actually ended up getting to play video games, or making that
Oh,
switch. Like
yeah.
for the most part, even though we had game systems, they were for rainy days.
Yeah,
It was for like you
100%,
couldn't
yeah.
be outside. Otherwise, you had to find something else to do.
Yep. You were outside or you were inside playing with friends doing something. I mean, we had a open field next to ours. We were playing football, baseball, kickball, hide and seek, freeze tag, whatever, trying to be outside. And that's what it mostly was, man. It was
For sure.
my mom's house was like the neighborhood house. So I know with everything going on right now, if it would have happened when I was younger, it would have been life would have been terrible.
Oh, I think now. I'm not. It sounds like you get to be out through work, right? You're doing construction. You're out.
Yeah. I mean, we got to move around, but I mean, we're not around people though. I mean,
Right.
it's literally, but luckily we're out and about.
You're
I
out
can
and
do
about.
the-
I'm telling you right now, like it hasn't weighed on me too much, and it's been nice. Don't get me wrong. To be able to work remote because I work remote for my company. But just the simple. I'm starting to think, oh my God, that was a year of my life. You only get so many years of your life, and that was a year of my life that I didn't really do anything. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't see anybody. I know Black and I have had this conversation where it's like, lock me up and throw away the key for him. But
Yeah.
for me, I do like some interactions. So it's
You have to get out and about and see things, see people.
I don't know how it's gonna be when I get back to it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like
gonna be weird.
unleashing a wild
there'll be a-
dog. It's
Well,
gonna
do
be
you
like
think
I'm
there'll
gonna
be
go
a
crazy.
transition?
No, I think I'm so I don't think it's gonna be a transition for me. I'm going to weigh this thing out for as long as possible with a 13 and a half month old son, another one on the way. Like people are gonna basically look at me,
What
like
is
my
it,
friends will be
man?
like, hey, come hang out. And I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
look, I'm not there yet. So my wife just got her second vaccination. It hit her hard, but she got through it.
That second part, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get mine soon because I do want to play baseball this season. Baseball is at least
okay.
one of those sports that you're separated pretty far. So
Yeah,
I'm not as
yeah.
cautious. I'm not going to be ready to go pick up basketball with random people. Like that's just not going to happen.
No.
But damn, when I get to go see my friends again, it's going to be like, feel like 2 years. Like I'm going to have 2 kids. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to
Yeah.
have 2 kids the next time I get to see my friends. Like they
That's
came
crazy,
over,
man.
they came over for my 30th birthday. And my son was like, my wife was holding my son through the window while we're all standing outside because like, you know, we're keeping that separation.
No,
But
and I respect that. I do the
it's
same
tough.
thing, man. It really is, man. My life, I was always the go-getter, you know, let's get out and go do things. Let's have fun. I mean, I worked in the nightlife for years. I mean, as you can see the microphone, I was a
Yeah.
host at, you know, the nightclubs.
Nice.
And I loved it. But now it's like I look at that stuff and I'm like, these guys are stupid. What are they doing?
I wouldn't
You
do
know?
so I would say I
It's
think that
bad,
changed
man.
I think
It's
that changed
bad.
from fatherhood, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because for me, I told I don't know if I told my friends or whatnot. I basically said if I wasn't, you know, married or, you know, in a serious relationship or have a kid right now,
Yeah.
when this all went down, I probably would have went and hung out with buddies. You know, yeah, bars are closed, wouldn't be able to do that, but I would have went and just hung out and
You would've
drank at
done
somebody. I
stuff.
would have done the house parties, right? Because like for me, my parents live on the other side of the state. You know, they're in the. I wouldn't want to get sick, but if I got sick, I'd be like, "Oh, you're an idiot, and you're gonna have to suck it up and get through the illness," right? It's more of the people around me that I didn't want to get sick. You know, so if it wasn't in my stage of my life, like let's say it happened 3 years ago, I would have been the kid at a house party.
Oh, yeah,
Actually, I've been
100%.
married for it's probably have to be like 5 years. Excuse me. Holy shit! How old am
100%.
I again? God damn it!
I mean, I looked at
Years
it
keep
like
blowing
this,
by.
you know, when COVID popped in and happened, I never saw myself as a streamer. I never did.
Hmm.
I never saw myself as I'm gonna get on here and play video games and stream while I'm doing it. I
Yeah.
always played video games, but I was never the guy like, hey, let's build a PC. Let's throw up Twitch.
You hosted nightclubs, man. You sound like perfect for entertainment.
You know, and that's kind of like when I was doing it, I was like, you know, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a go. And I've had some of the best compliments from people saying, dude, your vibes are unmatched. You know, this is what you're doing is great. Keep it up. Keep up the grind. And I want to keep putting out more and more content. It's just so hard. Being a father, man, it's so hard. I was laid off for 2 months from work and times got rough. And one of my guys, Inc., man, was like, dude, get up, get on the PC, start streaming, get into it, you know? But with everything I had going on, I was lost, you know? And I missed my opportunity. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but those 2 months, you know what I could have done in those 2 months
Sure,
if I
you
would
had a
have
lot
put
more
in the
time. Yeah.
if I put in the grind and I put in the you know, get to it, pushed out as much content as I could, I don't know where I would be at right now. I probably would be bigger than what I am now, but and I don't consider myself big, you know, because again, I don't do this for the numbers or anything like that. But man, the
Sure.
last month of me doing it, when I finally got out of the funk I was in, got back to normal, my numbers kept going up, and it was really cool to see, you know.
Sure.
And then I started getting random messages, "Hey, man, what are you doing, man? Your vibes are crazy,"
Yeah.
you know. So I mean, it's been kind of cool, man. I mean, the COVID thing brought me into something new, and I've met so many new people, but it really does suck, man. But it changed my outlook on everything. You know, you look and you see yourself, okay, I'm out here doing this, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. COVID hits. Now you got to change your whole lifestyle, and now you're adapted to that. Now what's going to happen when it goes back to normal? Are you going to stay with what you're doing now, or are you going to go back to the old way that you were? You know, I will say I don't think I'll go back to the old way that I was. I'm going to still play it safe. I'm going to still, you know, I'll get together with friends and family and stuff, but I won't be out doing these big events that I normally used to do. I won't be doing all that because you don't know what could happen. Even with this vaccine stuff, you just don't know what can happen.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. I was talking with coworkers the other day. Like, I don't see it getting back to normalcy for a while. And then you know, one of the younger people on my team said, "Oh, there's indoor concerts happening in California," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think that's smart." You know,
Same
like
for Texas.
I was
oh,
going to say,
yeah.
well, let me, you're a baseball guy. let me get your input. What do you think about what happened in Texas at the Rangers
The
game?
Rangers game when they had like a full stadium, right?
Sold out.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I think we it's a standstill, right? I just said it myself. Like it does feel like a year of my life is basically just gonna be chalked up to a blur, right? It's gonna be like every day was exactly the same, pretty much.
The
for me,
same.
you know,
Same.
I didn't go anywhere. I didn't see any like new car. Like it like there's nothing. Like everything you take for granted. Um, so I get it, right? I get it for the people who are willing to take the risk. So it's whatever to me. Like I said about like if I didn't have kids, I'd be in the bar. If the people who choose to go into that situation want to accept that risk, then they accept the risk.
Yeah.
With that said, they need to treat it like every moment after that for the next 2 weeks or how often they're doing it, right? They're taking precaution from the people who didn't want to. So they don't go into the grocery
Right.
store and they're like, shaking hands with everybody at the grocery store, right? Because
Right.
like I saw the Masters, so I just bet on some stuff in the Masters, just a friendly little pool. You pick some players. I'm kicking myself for not going with my gut instinct because my gut instinct pick is up by like 4 at the end of the first day,
Oh.
like above everybody else, and he's 11
Always
strokes,
trust your guy.
and he's 11 strokes over the guy that Rory McIlroy. You guys know Rory McIlroy?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's +4 after day 1. I subbed out
Okay.
Justin Rose for him. I was like, you had to pick 3 people, and I was in between. I'm like, all right, let's see if Rory can do it. And I'm kicking myself, man. Now I'm gonna be like, my wife's hating me. She's like, yeah, you're gonna be annoying me for the next 3 days. But anyway, I saw at the Masters, like people are lined up. It's not a very big crowd, right? They're not letting a whole bunch.
No.
It might be family or who knows, or members, I think, get to go. But they're standing there. There's a guy with a mask on, and then 2 guys down, there's guys with not hanging. It's like not on their face at all. And I'm just like, you're like up against them on these ropes. It amazes me, man. I
couldn't do it.
We're not on the
couldn't.
other side yet, in my opinion. And the only thing that gets us to the other side is just like patience.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
100%.
people need to shut down restaurants or things like that. Like order food, pick up food, do those kind of things. But I don't know. It's tough.
I think nice guy in the chat says it's going to be our new normal. I agree with that. It is going to be our new normal.
100%.
But the problem is with it is some people aren't going to want to keep it as a normal. They're going to want to go back to the normal way. And, there's a lot of people out there that don't want to do the vaccines.
Yeah, sure.
And stuff.
Sure.
Which is fine. I get
Which is
that,
fine.
you know?
You can't force people into
You can't
something
for-
like that.
Oh, man, I'm not going to do it just because I've never got a flu shot.
Sure.
It's just who I've been. I've never done that. But now if my work was like, hey, yo, Tyler, you got to get the vaccine or you can't work here, I'm gonna be like, all right, let me go get that vaccine real quick. But I don't put myself in a situation to where I need to get it. I mean, my kids, if I'm sick, I know what I got to do. I take the right precautions on everything, but you won't see me out here at these big events with no mask on, no shot, no shot. And I seen what they did down in Texas, man, with a lot of people no mask right next to each other, cheering, hollering, drinking, getting crazy. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? But in all reality, man, it's changed a lot of people's lives, and especially for the kids, man. I'm worried for our kids.
Oh, for sure. I mean, what's interesting about it is like I get it. Everybody thinks it's a permanent normalcy. Like, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a period of time. There were things like this in the past, right? Like there were pandemics and viruses and things like this. Not something that we all can relate to because we were either super, super young that we didn't realize it, or it was prior, like it predates us, right? Mm-hmm. So you get over the other side and you get back to, so I had a staph infection like junior year of college. And for like 6 months straight after that, I was hand sanitizer everywhere I went, right? Because I was like, I don't know where I got this from. I don't know what it, let me hand sanitize. Now I'm back to where I was before, just like God made dirt, dirt don't hurt, right? That's the saying. Who said that? That's like a Disney TV show, I think. Anyway, I don't know. So I feel like people will get back to normal. You're gonna see the people who get back faster, like the people who went to the Rangers game and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I just hope we can. Hey, if they get to enjoy it and we're all playing the risky side of things, that's fine, right? They get to
Somebody's
enjoy
got to
it.
enjoy it.
Somebody's got to enjoy it, and hopefully, it doesn't take a step back, right? We don't want to have a
Yeah.
setback and then have to.
That's what I'm worried about is they do things too fast and too much. It's gonna step things back again, and that's all. That's my biggest concern. You know, I'm okay with people getting out and enjoying life because you know you can't sit in a house your whole life. You know, you can't protect. You can't do what you're doing like this forever.
Especially if you're
it's
not
good to-
enjoying it. Like we have found something that at least the three of us enjoy, right?
Oh, yeah,
Millions of others
100%.
probably enjoy. But there are people who don't enjoy it. Like
No.
they don't want to sit in a chair all day long. They want to get out. They want to go to these events. They want to experience things, and so it's tough for them for sure.
Yeah.
Are you muted, Black? Or are you talking?
Am I muted?
No, your mic didn't pick
You
it
were
up.
just talking and your mic didn't pick you
Oh,
up.
my bad. Nah, man, that's my wife. She would fight someone if she could go out tomorrow, like, and just do like normal things. Like, our St. Louis Zoo opened back up, and like she's itching to go. So like, I don't stream Sundays anymore. So like, we're trying to plan something either this Sunday or next Sunday. And
I love the St.
just
Louis Zoo. It's
could
good.
care less.
But it's good for
But
your
that's who
kids,
I
right?
am.
It's good for your
Oh yeah,
kids.
and that's the only reason I would go is to help with the kids.
And it's good for
Well-
them to get that experience. As long as you,
Oh, I
the
agree.
zoo is at least outdoors, right? You're able to
Oh,
keep
yeah.
some distance.
You can keep distance at the zoo. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna even. I plan on doing that too. Like the Henry Dory Zoo is an amazing zoo over in Omaha, and I'm taking my kids down there. You know, we're gonna go down there and do that just because I know I can keep my distance, and I know the kids can keep their distance as well.
So you can do it in a baseball game, but not if they are at full capacity, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's at full capacity like they were. I mean, they were literally sold out.
Yeah.
Like every seat was completely full. Like
Yeah.
I would have been cool with it, like if they didn't have capacity, you know. But when you go in there, you open that video that I got, man, and the whole thing is just,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people all the way around it. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, guys? You know, what are we
Oh.
doing here?
Well,
But like I said, man, just the aspect of all of it is just changing everybody's lives. And as a father, man, I mean, all three of us, you could definitely tell it opened up our eyes on a lot of things. I mean, I don't know how old everybody's kids is, but on my end, I've saw the happiness,
sure.
I've saw this, sadness, I've seen the frustration, I've seen it all from an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. Something that I've thought of that I thought I would never see it. Right now, it's too early.
Sure.
You know, the happiness, yeah, but like the frustration and the getting angry over not being able to go to school,
Sure.
having to deal with sit in front of a computer screen for so long, man,
Sure.
it
Yeah, that's the
it-
one
it
thing
was-
my wife was pretty bummed out because so we had our son
Mhm.
February 23rd of last year. Everything went on lockdown pretty much March 13th, right? So not even a month later, we're like three weeks in to having our first kid, and we can't even visit with friends.
Or
My
family.
wife, my wife, obviously, she gives birth. It's not week 1, week 2 that you're going and you're like seeing people, right? The woman's recovering from a pregnancy, right? From
Yeah,
birth.
yeah.
So you just get to the point that you're feeling, okay, we can have some people over or we can go visit some people. And then it's like, no, you can't do that. So, yeah, luckily we got to see, her parents and my parents when he was born. But it was tough and she was upset about it. And the only thing I am thankful. I have a lot of coworkers who are in your position, Tyler,
Mhm.
they were going to school. They had friends build up, and like they know that other life. Luckily for me, my son was just born in 13 months. He doesn't know any difference. Now, I fear for what that will do socially for him, right? Later on in life, will it be
Right.
awkward for him? Fortunately, so far, he seems like a very social person, not afraid of like other people and things like that. But I am thankful that hopefully we're past this prior to him like actually knowing what it was.
Yeah, I hope so, man. my son kind of understands it. My oldest, my 6-year-old doesn't really understand it, and then obviously my 3-year-old, he doesn't know what's going on at all. But what is going on?
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. Well, let's talk about a little bit of Warzone, because I've been seeing, this is Black's first stream of this now on Facebook after making the Facebook move. He claims that he hasn't stepped anything up, but I don't know, man. These thumbnails, maybe because Facebook supports thumbnails. Maybe because Facebook supports thumbnails and Twitch doesn't, right?
Right.
But the
thumbnails
thumbnails,
are
Mike,
dope.
I'm saying you've
I
stepped up
get
your
on
game a little
30
bit.
minutes
You
earlier.
texted me in the middle of the day today for a picture, and I'm like,
Because I didn't want you to forget.
I was
And I
like,
knew you had work.
I'm like, this man is trying to put together a thumbnail. Like he never did this before. Anyway,
I didn't have the option.
what I have seen though is a lot of you memeing in Warzone now. So I have to just
Oh yeah,
know.
I'm getting bored.
I just have to. Yeah, are you getting bored? See, that's what I was gonna say. Like, is there a boring side of Warzone that's happening right now?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The content on Warzone is really, really dry. If you've been playing it since the beginning, it's dry right now. The metas, everybody's running the same gun, because if you don't run the same gun, you're gonna get pooped on by that gun. With me though, like I haven't really got bored out with it yet, because I'm learning like my style of gameplay. I'm playing differently now. Like I'm starting to learn my movement. I'm starting to play better, and learn the techniques of my movement. Pretty much trying to play like Joe Woe, if you guys know who that is. I mean, I'm trying to get my style up to where it needs to be a good, Warzone
I just
player.
saw his TikTok the other day. I never saw it before. I think I just saw it the other day.
Joe Woe is pretty much the king of movement on Twitch, they say.
Wild.
In Warzone. I mean, this dude can move and dance around people and wipe a whole team without even getting hit. I mean, it's crazy how good his movement
Sprayed
is.
the whole time and not even hit a single hit marker.
But like I said, there is a lot of boring spots in Warzone right now. The content's not there. They're not doing anything with the maps. These damn updates that they're doing, they're massive, but they're not changing anything. They're not giving us a new map like they've been promising us. They haven't been putting out anything different to keep us excited about the game. They're not doing anything about anti-cheat and these cheaters. Yeah, supposedly they're doing ban waves, but what's a ban wave going to do? It's just going to make a person go out and make another, another account.
Another free account.
And come out and poop on your face, and it's really sad, man, because the game, if they would put the time and the effort and, listen to everybody, listen to their audience, this game could go down as one of the best BRs in history. I mean, it really could.
It's funny. You mentioned the new map, right?
Yeah.
I find it humorous because like the same thing. So I don't know if you know this, Tyler. I play a lot of Fortnite. I find more.
I love Fortnite. I love it. I don't play it anymore, but I love it.
I play. Would I play Fortnite still if I was controller still? I don't think so. I think I would have gotten bored of Fortnite with just controller. I think I would have peaked and I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere else, right? Since switching to mouse and keyboard, like there's a different spark, right? It's like, oh my God, there's so much more dynamics to the game. Now
100%.
Warzone, Black's getting me into trying to play mouse and keyboard in Warzone, which it's good, it's fine, but like I had a lot more fun playing Call of Duty from a controller because I didn't need all that dynamics, right? There wasn't all these different buttons I needed to push, and actually I'm overwhelmed by the mouse and keyboard when it comes to it. I'm like, oh my God, which one's doing my flash again? Like I have no idea, where that was always natural to me on a controller, right? Anyway, what I'm getting at is Fortnite, everybody demanded a map change. Everybody fucking demanded a map change. And all you hear now, in my opinion, is people want to see the old map. People are just waiting for the old map. Everybody's content that they push out there is about, ooh, we might see a new map when this happens, or sorry, not a new map. They want the old map, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's what will happen with Warzone too. Like a new map will drop and then people will want the old map. I think I just heard like Apex runs the same 3 maps, but they rotate them, right?
They rotate.
which is a good idea. I think they should do that in most games, right? Like, you don't know which map you're
Oh,
going to
it'll
get.
keep it fresh.
You don't know
100%
which
agree
map you're
with
going to
that.
get, right?
I agree.
I would love
I
that.
agree. I think so. This is what I look at with the Fortnite thing. I played Fortnite for years until Warzone came out. I mean, I played it every day, all day, grinded it, had the same squad. We go in there and wreak havoc on people and have fun. Then they did a lot of stuff with the controller settings. They changed a lot of controller settings around. Then
Oh,
they
they
changed
nerfed
the map.
turbo build?
Not even only that, just
No, they moved a lot of controller on Fortnite. Like they just
Yeah.
moved a lot of things around, and you had to get reacclimated with
You
everything.
got it. Yep. And I never did. I never did. So now when I go back and play it, I'm like, I freaking hate this game.
I'm telling you, in my opinion, like I get it. There's a lot of people who are really good on controller for Fortnite. There are. They can edit just as well, and it's very impressive that they can. In my opinion,
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I agree. In my opinion, there's only one way to play Fortnite, and that's on mouse and keyboard.
No, and
unless you're playing console. Unless you're playing console, that's fine. Like, but everybody complains. Everybody's like, "Oh, controller player," and or they're laser me. I'm like, yeah, they're probably not having any fun. Like, there's no fun in what's going on. Like that game, there's so much going on in that game that like playing it on controller has to. I'm pretty sure I was getting carpal tunnel from playing Fortnite. Like I went to the chiropractor.
Moving your hands so much.
I went to the chiropractor for my back, right? And I'm like, my hand kind of hurts, and he's like, have you been doing this or that? And I'm like, come to think of it, I've been playing a different video game every night for 4 hours a night. That's probably what did it, right? You're just doing a lot different movements with your hands than what you ever did in a Call of Duty game, which is what I always played, right? But
see, and the way I look at it with this, you get a lot of people that will complain about aim assist with a controller and keyboard and mouse, how it's so much, so much harder and all that, which is fine. But now listen to this. Okay, this is the way I look at it. This is Warzone. If I go back to Warzone, when you go back to Warzone and you're playing mouse and keyboard, you got so much you can do. You can move around. You got so many buttons. You got all that, right? Okay. You come to a controller and you're playing. You have to learn the same technique, and you can't go any further. You literally you can't. So you on a keyboard and mouse, your skill can get better and better and better because
your
you can learn
ceiling's higher.
Your ceiling's
100%.
way higher. On a controller, it's going to be a lot harder for you because you have a block. You can only go so far on a controller. You can only go so far on a controller. Your limit isn't high enough to where you can get better. So once you hit your peak on controller, you're honestly struggling going against keyboard and mouse players. I mean, really, and it sucks to say that because I love keyboard and mouse, but there's so many people out there that dog us controller players because you got aim assist, you got this. Listen, man, it's a lot harder than you think.
So I grew up playing with my younger brother and our buddies, multiplayer. Every year buying the new Call of Duty, and we were doing that. I bought Black Ops for my PC because it was the first one that I actually had a PC, and I'm like, hey, will you guys still play with me? And we did, but they were complaining about it, right? That it was a lot harder for them because they were on controller. I was. And they were on console, right? They were on PS4. That's obviously a different gap as well, right?
Yeah, way different.
Well, so Black caught me playing Warzone a bit, and he thought I was like, oh, man, you're actually doing pretty well. And he didn't come to realize that I'm playing PS4 players because they won't play with me Warzone unless I'm playing PS4. They just won't do it. I don't blame them, to be honest. I don't blame them.
I got guys the same way, man. I got guys the same way.
Like, I don't know how I don't know how Kenny likes to play when now he's on PC, but I don't know how he liked playing Xbox against PC people.
So when he moved from Xbox to PC, he makes the same comment everyone does. It's like a whole different game.
No, but he was playing Xbox.
Yeah, he was
against PC players.
Oh yeah, he did it all the time.
I don't understand how. It's not enjoyable for any console player to play against PC.
His KD is like a 111, and I'm like a 108. Yeah, I don't know how he does it playing on a console that long. Honestly, I don't. And then when he switched to PC, he was like, "Dude, this is a whole different game."
Yeah,
well, that's because but it's because of in my opinion, it's field of view, right?
Oh, your FOV is
very important.
The fact
120 FOV, woo!
The fact that you feel like you're running 100 miles an hour is
I
enough to
love
make
it.
me play on PC, right? Because it
Oh,
does feel like
100%.
you're running in
Yeah.
mud when you're on console. But
Yeah.
like I said, if I want to play with my buddies, I have to play PS4, which isn't terrible. I don't mind it. I got the capture card, so I can still stream it. It's fine. My problem is just more they don't want me. I have to mute constantly, and it's like they're not in a Discord call, so it's not easy to toggle a mute on the
That's hard.
PS4. It's like it's
That's
just
hard.
it's annoying. So I haven't played with them for a couple weeks now. I was playing a lot when my PC was in the shop, but I don't mind Warzone. I can't play at that level in Warzone
Yeah.
because this has always been my opinion of any of the Call of Duties. There is not a lot going on in like your controls. The detail is in what you choose to use.
Yes.
That's the problem. And unless you like follow along with everything that's updating or pay attention to all these different guns, it's a pain in the ass. So
Yeah.
I'm the guy when I'm playing multiplayer, I'm the guy that people hate because I'm fucking running a sawed-off 725 and I'm shitting on you. And they're like, "Oh,
You're
you're
having
using
fun,
725,"
though.
and I'm like, "I'm winning. I don't kill
Yeah.
me. I don't care. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
kill me 99% of the time. If you get within the range of this shotgun, you're gonna die. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's your fault. You know I'm running it. Just stay away, and you'll kill
Yeah.
me every time because I can't." I can't compete with all the different gun attachments and everything like that. I just don't. I'm a smart guy, but I don't have the mental capacity for like all those different. Oh, this is going to increase damage and this is going to increase distance. I just don't have it in me, and that's
Yeah.
always been my hesitation with Call of Duty games.
Yeah, and see, I've never been able to go in and build an actual loadout that on my own that I know is going to go out and succeed
You go and watch
against.
things that people say.
I listen to the guys that I play with because they're all competitive players, or I watch J God on Twitch,
Hmm.
and he's the one that will go in and he'll test every gun that comes out. He'll test every every attachment, and he'll throw out the best cuss that he's found.
How do people have
and
time for that? How do they have
it,
time for that? Like I
it
don't
so
have time to even look at all the different attachments, let alone attach them and then play with them and then do
right.
analysis of them. I don't.
A
It's
lot, and
crazy.
what he built himself on is what he built himself on like his Twitch. Like if you look in, like watch him on stream and stuff like that, that's what people know him as.
Sure.
So now he takes that time and does it, and he started building himself off of that.
Makes
I'm
sense.
gonna go in and I'm gonna build these guns and these loadouts. And now when you see people in his chat, it's exclamation point FFAR, exclamation point Car 98, exclamation point this, because that's all people are coming to him for. Which in the long run, it's not a bad thing, but it's like, where are you getting all this time to do this, man? But now I know why he has to do it though, and so I respect it at the same time. So
I'm telling you, I mean, that I try to think why, right? I try to think why Fortnite hooked me, like because it did
Yeah.
3 years ago. It hooked me hard,
It hooked a lot of people.
but I have to understand why. But people have let go, right? People have backed away, and it still has me
Yeah.
pretty hooked. And I have to always think why. And for me, they started to add some complexity, but it's things. It was such a small chunk. And I know Black hates this season, right? Like that, it's such a small complexity, like a little bite size at a
Hate
time
it.
that I can pick up, right? Like I can pick up what
Yeah.
they're doing and what I need to do. But it's like you don't have to create the attachments for the SCAR or for a shotgun in the game, right? You just know which you did always have to decide like do I like the AK better than the SCAR, right? You did have to decide like 1v1 like this. But you didn't have to
Yep.
decide do I want the SCAR to have a silencer and a grip on it and this and that and the AK is going to have that. You didn't have to decide that. And I think that's what's hooked me because the game is still very complex, but those complexities are so minimal that it doesn't like it doesn't make me feel like I'm not playing a video game. Like when I load
Yeah.
into Warzone, I'm like, oh my God, I might lose this guy. And that happens a lot. Like I get first shot on somebody and then I die.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I get first shot and then don't miss and I die, right? Like that's where I'm like, what's happening here? Like, am I just not hitting the head? Am I just like my gun weaker? I don't have any idea, right? Like it's a different
Right.
story if I'm
Warzone
like,
be like that.
if I'm shooting the hay bale next to him, sure, I get it. My aim's terrible. But if I'm
Yep.
hitting the guy and then all of a sudden he kills me, it's like, okay. And then I see it's like FFAR killed me. Fuck, okay. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
And it really sucks because they got all these these stats, these TT kills, TTK on your like, time to kill stats. They got all these stats, but where the hell can I find these stats? Like now I got to take the time. Okay, I'm getting on this game to play the game, right?
Yeah, you want to
But now
enjoy it. You want to enjoy
I'm
it.
getting on to play it. I want to enjoy it, but now I'm getting pooped on by this gun, and they're over here with stats. They're over here with everything else, and I can't even get that because I don't know where to find it. Like, why aren't you guys releasing these? Releasing this stuff on your, your Twitter or whatever. Like, make it easier for everybody to find this stuff. It sucks, but I see nice. I see
Yeah,
nice
it's a
guy
good
ask
question.
what
Here's a good
loadout.
question. Yeah.
What's the best loadout right now in Warzone? Okay.
In your opinion, what are you
In my
rocking?
opinion, right now I'm running the burst meta still, but it's the M16.
That's it.
My secondary, I still choose the FFAR. The FFAR with different attachments, what people have been running on it. So right now I run the M16 and I have an agency suppressor on it. I have a strike team barrel, the field agent grip, the 3x scope, and I run a 60 round fast mag on it. That's my AR. That's my primary AR. My secondary, I am running the FFAR with no suppressor or anything like that. I'm running the Cavalry, actually it's the Ultra barrel, the speed grip, the 50 round mag, the regular 50 round mag, speed tape, and then on top of that, I have the Raider stock, and it's amazing. And I got that from a guy he's one of the best players I've ever played with, one of the best players I've ever watched. And one day I hope they actually get his name out because he deserves it more than anything. This kid he's crazy. And that's the loadout I got from him on that FFAR, and it's right now hands down one of the best.
Mm.
I see a couple of my teammates coming in here saying, their opinions. Ink, he's a very good player, very good, competitive player, but he's amazing on the Car 98. Amazing.
People love using it. I wish I could use like there are fun guns, right? There are fun guns,
and that's what he does with it. That's what he does.
I wish I could use the fun guns. I would die every time.
Yeah,
I would die every time.
He's really fed up with Warzone. Like really fed up with Warzone. So when we're playing, it's like, okay, I'm gonna use the sniper guys just so you know, because I'm trying to have fun. So and Dirty, he's always about the AMAX. He loves the AMAX.
A lot of people I play with use
and
the
I
AMAX.
love the AMAX. I love the AMAX too, but I rocked the M16 before the AUG came out. And that was the first other than the Type 63, that was one of the first guns I had fully unlocked when Cold War came out. And now actually everybody's using it, it's like freaking right. Now I can actually use it and, not get dogged on by everybody. So,
yeah.
But again, I love the M16 and the FFAR right now.
I've been running, so like it started as a meme loadout and then it actually started working.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like
Uh-oh.
it's a scary loadout, especially with the meta that's going on. And it's so off the wall, but I love to run it. I'll probably run it tomorrow because we're gonna be having normal games tomorrow. It's the Odin. Yeah, that thing smacks.
I've watched a couple people use it, and I always think they're just trolling, but they're actually using it and
smacks.
They're getting kills with it, man.
And then my secondary is a stubby M13.
A what? No,
It's
shot.
like it's a mini M13. And I fucking love it. Dude, it's time to kill is wild. I love it. I have so much fun with that loadout, and it's such a meme. And when they die to that M13, they're like, "What the fuck?"
You know what? I mean, I will say this:
shoot this guy from all the recoil.
No, there's not much recoil at all.
I will say this: I will say that I've seen some crazy secondaries. I mean, like Swag's putting out, the Ram 7, built like an SMG. They're putting out the AMAX
loadout.
They're putting an AMAX SMG out there. They're doing so many different things. You start seeing the good old rocket launcher come back now. So that's a pain in my butt, I've been getting doo-dooed on by that.
I'm gonna send you this loadout.
Uh-oh.
It's hilarious, dude. But it works.
I'm telling you what, it takes me so long to get comfortable with a gun that I just stick with whatever I'm comfortable with a lot of the time.
What do you like to use?
So I basically use the M4 with I don't even know what scope is on it, right? Whatever one I felt comfortable with. It
We're
has a
going
60
faithful.
mag in it, so I could just hold it on them, and literally wipe them. If I get them down, I fucking finish them. It's like that's it. I'm not beating around the bush. And then I
Right.
run the Mac 10 just because it's nice and small, and I just fucking which
The
I
Mac
mean,
10,
Spit out.
Mac 10's nice.
when everybody was bitching about it, I wasn't playing the game, but I wish I was because I would have ran it. Like
Yeah.
I don't care when people get mad if like everybody was bitching. I watched DMR Mac 10, right? That's what was happening. Everybody was
Oh, that
bitching about it.
DMR.
I love being the person that everybody bitches at because
Fucking hate that DMR.
if they knew, so I've played Call of Duty since I was 14, 15. I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm like a steady 1 KD in multiplayer.
Oh,
Steady
I mean,
one. And I have friends who are living over 2 that I play with. You know what I mean? They
you
live
see-
over 2 and I'm solid 1. And you know what? I'm like, it doesn't matter what I do. Like I can't go up, I can't go down. I'm like, I will have a game. Back in Modern Warfare, what was it? It wasn't 2 with the nukes, was it? Was it MW2 with the nukes? I think it was.
I think it was.
In MW2, like I've dropped my fair share of nukes, right? Which was 25 kills in a row, right?
Yeah.
I've done that. But I've also had the game where I'm like 2 and fucking 15, because I'm like, I just can't buy a kill. And then I have my buddy that plays the game who I always challenge him, like, why is he not playing professionally somehow? Because it's like he lives in the danger zone. Like he's not the kid who's just like camping around getting kills. He's like in your face and he kills you and then he moves along. And he's the same way in Warzone. He carries them quite a bit. But
Yeah, that's like one of the guys I was talking about earlier. This kid, we'll be playing squads, and all of a sudden you'll see his like little green area on the other side of the map, and all of a sudden you'll see a team wipe, and it's 4 guys, and he just
did it
annihilated
all
the
by
whole
himself,
thing.
yeah.
And we're over here with like 3, 4, 5, and then he's over here with like 27.
I just sent you those loadouts.
Oh gosh, let me see.
Yeah,
So I have 2 for the M13 that small. One of them just runs like, what is that grip? It's the tactical, and
Okay.
then if you don't run the tactical, you just run like an optic.
Okay.
It's
I get
dumb,
that-
but it's
That
so
second
fun.
one, the second one that or the first M13 one that you sent me, I could probably run that one.
It's fun. That red dot's fun.
I might have to try that out just to roll it for a while. I might have to
Dude,
try it.
it's hilarious to use. When you wipe someone with it, oh my god.
I'm telling
I
you,
got the tracer rounds on it. It's gorgeous.
yeah, it's just it's such don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed it. Black has caught me, like I've had some fun, but I'm not the person. There's very few times in any game I ever play that I can beat a team by myself, kind of thing, right? Like I'm the team player. Like I'm the person,
Yeah.
I'll do a lot of assist damage for you. I might get one of them, maybe 2, but I have to have some. And I yell quite a bit when I play Fortnite with my team, because if you expect me to take a 1-on-4, 1-on-3, I'm not gonna come out. I might get 2 of them knocked, but I'm not gonna be able to finish them off, right?
Not be able to finish it. Yeah.
And like that's
Are you talking
always
about
been me.
Fortnite?
What?
Let's talk about it, games in general. I think is
games
what
in
he's talking
general.
about.
Oh, I was
Games
about
in
to
general.
say, I don't know. I've watched you squad wipe here lately. Here
There's-
lately, I don't know what's up with your skill, but your skill base in Fortnite is going
but there's
way up.
it's interesting though, because I've caught myself a lot of the time getting frustrated of not being able to finish it. There was a case exactly yesterday, where my teammates both died, and in Fortnite you got to get the card, right? So I was shockbowing my way around, getting cards, picking up like just before they expire, and still came like a hair away from killing the last member that we would have been clear. And I just can't get that last little bit where I'm like,
Can't
okay,
finish, chat.
I
You
can't finish. I have a kid and one on the way, but I can't.
I'm right there with you on that. I feel comfortable going into a like a 1v2,
Yeah.
but like when it gets like a 1v3, 1v4, the 1v4 I know for a fact I don't think I'm winning that. I know for a fact I'm not winning that. The 1v3, I'm gonna knock one, I'm gonna get a full finish. on that one, and then that second one's gonna come in. I'm probably gonna knock him, but as I'm knocking him,
Yeah, the other
I'm
one.
gonna get wrecked by that other one because I already know
Yeah.
what's about to happen. But now in Warzone, there's so many self revives. You have to get the finish on them.
You
If you
have
don't get
to.
the
Yeah.
finish,
It's so true.
Especially late game. Especially late game.
I started watching all these competitive players and playing with these guys that play competitively. I had to switch to their style. I always ran Thermite and the baby heartbeat. Okay. That's what I always ran. But then all of a sudden I'm seeing these guys throwing
Throw
something and
knife.
killing them. And I'm like, what is going on? And they're like, throwing knives, dude. I'm like, what?
Because they just
And-
go pick them up, right?
I love.
you could throw a knife him, you could kill him, you could run through their body and it picks it back up for you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's
Where
so
the thermite,
fast,
you're like done. You're like, okay, I gotta
Yeah.
restock somehow.
Yeah, and it's really nice because what happens is, say you get a guy down with your 50 round mag, and it takes you all like 25 to 30 bullets to finish that guy. You go to throw that, instead of shooting at him trying to get the finish, you can throw a knife him, and you still have ammo in your gun to get that next guy that's going to come around the corner or that's going to be there. So, and I've learned a lot from these guys, but man, I'll tell you what, you want to know my favorite class to run just for fun? Riot Shield Cali sticks.
That's a fun loadout. We
Riot
did that
Shield,
the other day.
Cali sticks, stuns. Let's have some fun, man. We did that the first day the boat came into play. So the beginning of the season, when the boat showed up, we were playing. It was a daytime stream, and I linked up with some TikTok content creators of mine that I'm good with, and I'm like, let's do something fun. And one of them's really good with throwing knives. He's like, dude, let's go riot shields. Let's get the riot shields. Let's get the knives. Let's get everything going, and let's have some fun. I think that was probably one of the funnest days I've ever had streaming. Playing
It's
Warzone.
so much fun. I run the 16-bit swords, so when you kill them, it goes game over, and it pixelates them. I love them. We did that the other day on stream, and it was all day. Oh, it was so much fun.
It's a blast.
It was a blast.
And you see a lot of people doing the like what you did today, Black. The kills with the only cars and vehicles, because again, the game's so dead right now. I mean, it really is. It's sad. It's sad to see such a good game in the state that it's in. It really is.
Fuck, I ran an entire stream with scary alerts on, and I just had I put the audio in my audition software, and I just ear raped the fuck out of it. And dude, every time someone hit an alert, I actually fucked up my headset.
I saw your video about that.
Yeah, I fucked up my headset running them alerts for 2 days.
Like, hey, Steel Series, come talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about Warzone, right? Unlike a game like Fortnite, that's Epic's game, right? That's they're just pushing out that. Activision is probably working on the new Call of Duty because they have to release it every year, right? They're not dedicated to working on Warzone the same way the Fortnite crew is working on Fortnite. Not that Fortnite's any better with staleness either.
Well, that's why you have Treyarch and Ravensaw.
Well, I mean, but the thing about this though, this is what kind of confuses everybody though. They made a tweet a while back, an announcement that Warzone was going to be their main priority going forward in the Call of Duty series.
Do you believe that?
But no, and I don't believe it now because everything that's happening.
I'm just looking at like they're gonna make $60, $70 now for a PS4 game off of everybody who play it like what? For 3 months, 4 months, maybe, and then that's it. And then they wait till the next one comes out and they buy it again, another $70, and boom, there it is.
And they get that 70 every time.
And they get it every time. I'm still fucking buying it, and I'm not even fucking playing the game.
I didn't even mean to buy Cold War. I accidentally bought Cold War one night because I thought it was a skin, and
I was buying it, but
it was bad.
I'm happy I bought it for my my PC, but at the same time, I just don't. Nobody I know plays Cold War, right?
Yeah, I'll say
everybody plays Warzone on PC.
I bought it for one thing and one thing only, and I haven't even used it for that. I bought it to upgrade my guns.
Yeah,
but you can upgrade your gun faster now in Plunder.
Yeah,
way faster. You don't even have to log in to Cold War to do it. You don't.
I will say I will say
Zombies is fun.
the zombies mode in Warzone or in Cold War is a pretty good game.
Yes,
Yeah,
Um,
very much so.
I will agree
I
with
was
that.
on the grind with that for a little bit, but even then, like something about for me, something about Fortnite changed the way I see games. Like I've gotten
Yeah,
bored from most
Oh, it's
games when I
true.
play them. Like
Forza, I put
zombies,
a
I used to play 6 hours at a stretch,
Warzone.
like of zombies back when it was. I don't remember which one it was, but probably Black Ops 1 or something. It was the one with
Transit.
Kino de Turton. It's the
Oh,
one in the
okay,
movie
okay.
theater one.
Yeah.
I was in college at the time, and I would stay up and I would play around to like 50 or something, right? 6 hours. It's like you get a crawler, somebody needs to go use the bathroom, they come back. Like it's like 6 hours I would sit and play a game and not be bored of doing.
Yeah.
And when you think about zombies, it's the same thing. You're like
That,
running
I
the
mean,
same
that's like with
route.
me with Transit. I love Transit.
Yeah.
Transit was my favorite with the bus.
Yeah, the
You go to
bus
the
and the
next little spot,
farm. Yep.
and I love Transit. We'd sit there and play that for hours and hours and hours, and the way they make games now, man, is yeah, it's not there.
Like
Wow.
I get bored of some of these games like when playing them. It's crazy. Like I'm enjoying them, but I'm like, okay, that I've had enough of that one. Let me move on. But I don't know. I don't know what was. Maybe we're just older.
And
Our
that could be it.
our attention span went down or something.
But I will say what you said about Fortnite. Fortnite changed everybody's looks on games, because of what they've done and the short amount of time that they've been around.
Under the section free.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That
Under the
is-
section free.
Yeah, that.
I mean,
they're not free when they talk about their item shop
yeah,
though.
yeah.
They've made bank. They
no, they
made
made
it.
bank. Yeah.
but, like,
They've done so much. I mean, they've given back to the community. They've done a lot of live events. They do give out free, stuff in the item shops. They do these tournaments for people to win. If you get top 500, you get a skin.
Mm.
The way they do their map changes, even if it's just a little change, it's still more than what these other games are doing. And it sucks. But you hear about all these big time streamers that played Fortnite and now they don't. But look what they're doing, though. They're still talking about Fortnite because Fortnite is doing what the games should be doing.
No, Fortnite did it right, and another reason Fortnite blew up was their competitive circuit. They opened it to everyone.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a closed thing that you had to be a part of, like FaZe or 100 Thieves, just to get into a freaking tournament.
Yep.
You could literally be 14 years old, cracked at the game, and say, "Hey, mom, can I sign up for this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then the kid just wins 50 grand. Like, what the?
I
know
will
what I mean,
say,
though?
I agree, and I will say that
Like,
the thing that Fortnite has on, like, let's say a Warzone,
Mhm.
Warzone's gonna get stale for us, right? We're gonna be
Yeah.
playing it the same way Call of Duty gets stale, and then a new one comes out for that purpose, right? It's gonna get stale for us. You don't see people going and buying the old Call of Duty, right? They're on the new one. You don't see kids as they get older and they're old enough to play a game, they go get it. Kids these days, right? Your 8-year-old son, when your 3-year-old gets to 8 or whatever, like that's what they're gonna go to Fortnite.
Yeah.
If the game is
100%.
still around, which in my opinion it will be around because you're gonna have it. It's tailored to your kid audience, in my opinion, a lot of times.
100%.
And
It
it's
has
based-
now. It has now. Yes.
And it's like
it's made a huge difference on these kids.
You're losing a lot of these people who, are older and bored of it or want to get to Warzone and adults, right? But you're still going to get those 10, 12, 13, 14-year-olds who are like, I want to be the next great
Booga.
competitor. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I want to be
Booga.
that.
Oh,
And-
did he tell you he shit on Booga?
No, I didn't. He shit on me.
Yeah, you did.
No, he shit
Your
on me.
partner did, didn't he?
He got 1 kill on him and 1 knock. I
Yeah.
guess.
Hey, that's still something.
That's
like,
a $3 million
no,
man you just shot.
No, like listen, 2 weeks ago, I've been playing with this kid I met from playing Fortnite, and then he had a Twitch, and like, he comes and goes. He likes playing Warzone as well. But we've been on the arena grind. We're like, you know
That's
what?
the only way to play Fortnite. That's the only way to play Fortnite.
Well, I meme it quite a bit. Like if I can get in with some people who don't play a lot and aren't very good, and I can get some bot lobbies, I can have some fun with it. You know, practice some building and not worry about sweating.
Yeah.
But yes, if I'm playing with my sweaty friends, like people who have been playing the game a while, I have to play arenas.
You have
and
to,
then it's
because
competitive.
the lobbies die out way too fast if you don't.
Yeah. So we've been doing that arena grind, but we've been warming up with some creative. And we've been doing 2v2 with creative, and we one night randomly got into a lobby, and the first round of 10, I died, and then he died. And when he died, I noticed, I looked at the name, I'm like, oh my God, I'm pretty sure that was Booga. And then now, like the rest of I actually put it up on YouTube. I clipped it, highlighted my stream, and I put it up on YouTube because I'm like, the rest of that session, 10 rounds, I'm fanboying hard. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm like looking in middle of round. I'm trying to look. I'm like, is that his? I'm like pulling up my other monitor, trying to pull up because his name's not Booga. It's like Sen Booga, and there's like a smiley face or whatever.
Yep.
And so when I confirmed it, I'm like, okay. And I mean, I made the joke
like,
while I'm streaming. I made the joke while streaming. I'm like, in my opinion, I'm keeping up. This kid is 17 and 18 years old. And Tyler, I make the reference quite a bit. I live in the same zip code that he lives. I didn't know this at the time until it got released like afterwards. It was like Pennsylvania, resident wins. And it was like,
are you
here's
in
the
PA?
town. Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania.
My buddy, that Ink, he's in PA.
Nice. Where at? You know?
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm outside of Philadelphia. I'm originally from outside of Pittsburgh, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's at exactly, but yeah, he's in PA.
Nice.
He's I'm not sure exactly, but I know he lives on a cul-de-sac somewhere.
Yeah,
big
nice.
old house.
Nice. Well, so I got in this game, and like I was making comments during the stream that I felt good about myself. One, I'm 30. This is not my full-time gig, right? And I know technically it's not his either, but he's a pro player. He plays in these World Cup tournaments. He plays in these FNCS tournaments on the regular, right? I was pretty happy that I did damage. Like the one game that he did die and we won one of the 10 rounds. I damaged him for 143 with a shotgun when he had me like completely demolished and he was like boxing me everything.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty proud of this. In the last round, the very last round, my partner died. I killed his teammate and it was just me and him and I had 200 health and I decided to box up and start slow clapping. I started to emote and he came in to kill me and I was just showing my respect. I was like, I'm not going to try to kill him. Should I have? Maybe if you look back, you'd be like, oh, I killed Booga. But like, in my opinion, it's a creative match. It doesn't mean anything.
Down.
Like, I'm like, you got this,
It's an
man.
honor.
It's an honor just to be in this lobby with you.
I mean, I feel the same way, man. I've ran into, we actually were playing a game and I don't get how we got into them, but it is what it is. But we found out Aiden was in our lobby. Aiden, Mutex, Tommy, and Allman, and they were doing a 2v2 split type wager thing. And I pooped all over Aiden. Like, pooped all over him. And then my buddy killed him. And then all of a sudden, here comes a heli flying in, and the dude's out of it and lands right on top of my other buddy. And then Mutex hops out and puts the work on all of us.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I'm pulling up the stream like, okay, are they really in our game? Oh, it is them. I bet, And I mean, it is what it is. It's like, okay, now do I play the game out and try to stay in it and see if we can beat them in game, or do I just, whatever, push the team and we die and whatever.
It's fun. It's in my opinion, if you're not stream sniping, you just notice it. That's cool, right? I wish Booga was streaming that day. He wasn't, or he streamed earlier. He wasn't streaming anymore. People have made claims like, oh, it wasn't him. I'm like, well, why would somebody be? First of all, if somebody was grinding his account, they're going to grind it in a pub match. They're not going to be in creative grinding his account. Yeah, so no, I feel like he's just in there practicing, shits and gigs kind of thing. But it would have been nice to hear like his trash talking, of how easy it was coming for him and how hard I was like sweating, Yeah. Like it would have been just hilarious.
What was funny about it. That was what was funny about it. We got into this game and we were playing and we didn't even know they were in our game. And then I killed Aiden and that's how we found out he was in our game. And I'm like, okay, And we kind of figured somebody was in our game because of the way the helis were moving.
Hmm.
That's kind of how you can know if somebody's in your game, because the helis are constantly, going at places, coming back up, moving,
Yeah, they're
whatever.
trying to kill constantly.
And we kind of figured that somebody was in our game that was playing a competitive style. And we run into them, and I go to their stream, and I was like, "Hey, GG's, you just killed us, whatever." And they call this a stream sniper. And I'm like, "No, we're not stream sniping." But you go back in the VOD, Aiden's dies by one of us, and then my buddy sits there in this window, and he's AFK. And Aiden's watching him like, "Hey, this guy's I think this dude's stream sniping," not realizing that my buddy's AFK using the bathroom or something like that. I don't remember what he was doing. And he finally was like, "No, these guys aren't stream sniping. There's no way," because he would have killed me if we were stream sniping. And I don't even know how to do all that, getting into people's lobbies. I don't got the time for that. So, and those people that do,
Jerry said I was drunk eating my pizza.
There you go. That's what it was. Yep. But like stream stuff, I mean, and we run into people all the time, man. We run into Swag and Booyah. We run into Tommy a lot. Tommy's I think I get into Tommy's lobbies like once a week, I feel like, and then we've ran into, like, when we were doing our morning stuff, we'd run into like Merc and TP, and Dirty's ran into Sally as a dog from TikTok, and all those guys. But it's crazy to see how you can get into these lobbies so easily, and these guys are like 4 KDs, 3 KDs, 2 KDs. I'm over here with a 1.27. How am I getting into your lobbies? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's the skill-based matchmaking?
How are we playing the same game here? I just don't get it, but it is what it is. So, I mean,
It's fun. I mean,
it is, man.
We are gamers. They're doing it for a living. Like, even Black, you're a gamer, even though you're streaming full time for a living now. You're still just a gamer. It's like a lot of those people that you name are professionals in some way, either past or present, right? I have a buddy that I play baseball with out here, and his younger brother is actually on one of the multiplayer Call of Duty teams. I was lucky enough to play with them the one night, and I had the worst fucking game there was. I mean, they wanted to play fucking domination, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm okay at team death. I'll average my 1 KD, and I'm pretty decent at search and destroy because I know how to play strategically, right?
Right.
When it comes to domination, you have to be good at that up close battle and winning those like right in your face gun battles, and that's not my skill set. So I was just getting demolished, and my buddy, I think he was talking to us, his brother was not. He said, "Are you even playing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm playing. I'm not very good. I'm not doing a good first impression for your younger brother who's, half my age, but making a shit ton of money playing video games for a living." He moved from one team to another team. I know at one point he was asked to be on the 100 Thieves team, but I don't know how.
That type of stuff would be a dream come true, but that's way out of the picture now for me. I mean, being a father, I wouldn't be able to put in the time and
for sure
the dedication that they need to get there. But that was FaZe was something I wanted to do when I was a kid, when I was growing up playing, all the Call of Duties and watching all the OG tricks, trick shots and all that stuff, man. FaZe was something I wanted to be a part of since little days. I mean, those guys over there are crazy. And just to see what the organization's doing now is phenomenal, seeing how much they've succeeded over the years. So it's been great.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that was a lot on Warzone. So we talked a little bit about family life and things like that. I'm trying to think. Black, you have any ideas where we take the conversation from here?
I mean, we talked about a hobby. We talked about job. We talked about.
Let me ask. Since Black has switched to Facebook, has that intrigued you at all, Tyler?
I was actually looking at some of his videos that he's posted up about his analytics.
I'm getting ready to post another one because
I'm interested in it, because I was actually just talking to my normal squad that I play with about it, and seeing how many people can come through his stream even if they don't stop the
I'm at
whole time,
50,000 right now.
that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, why
I'm
are
at
we not able to see that over
51,000.
here?
I'm
You
at
know?
Well, you don't have
51,682.
so let me just be clear, right?
Okay. Do you want me to explain the analytics?
Well, no, 1 second. Because he made a comment about Twitch, right? Here's my and Black, you can shoot me down if I'm wrong on this. I'm on Facebook, right? Not
Correct.
not because I'm gaming, right? I'm on Facebook and I'm scrolling, I'm reading people's posts, I'm seeing their pictures, and then all of a sudden, boom, here's a streamer pops up, right? Then I scroll some more, and here's another boom. Okay. My understanding is that counts in the Facebook world as a
That counts as a people reached.
people reached, right? Not engagement.
Yeah.
If I click on a different story, but yeah. So that's people reached. So your question about Twitch, it's a whole different world in my opinion, right? Twitch, I'm not
Correct.
like if I'm on Twitch, like I open up my phone on Twitch, I'm looking either for an exact person I have before or a game and I'm scrolling and looking for somebody or something like that, but I am looking for a gamer in that point. So the
Yeah.
people reached in Black's analytics and things like that could be people just reading how is grandma doing. You know what I mean? They're just looking for
No,
pictures.
it very well could be.
So I'm not
But
saying
here-
that's a good thing or a bad thing. You are reaching more people, and you might find more people who didn't know they
Oh,
were
yeah.
interested for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
That's no knock at
if you
Facebook
mind,
gaming. Go ahead.
if you mind. So
I do mind.
I
do
do have a video coming out about this, and it's explaining people reached, because I've been getting tons of questions. Why is it so high? Well, I can tell you right now, Caesar already said it. I'm putting in a little bit of extra work for my thumbnail, and that's it. My thumbnail gets people to stop at my post and go, "Fuck is that?" And that's exactly what it is. So I may reach, this 51,600, and it's all due to a thumbnail, because having that ability to have a thumbnail gives them an insight as to what you're doing before they even watch.
Sure.
So my thumbnail, I have 51,600 and something. My post engaged is at 7,715 right now. And that is for this stream.
Yeah, it's Dustin clicking on it 5 times, every 5
Yeah.
minutes.
7,000 times. I wish that counted.
I'm just kidding.
But that is this stream, like today.
Crazy,
So
man.
so I'm combining both last stream and this stream because I had 2 today. So today on this stream alone, in this hour and 41 minutes, I have reached 1,400 people, and I have had 780 engagements.
Yeah, it's half the
And
people. Yeah.
and I've been getting likes this whole time. I'm sure you guys have been seeing me mute. And that's what that's all about.
Yeah.
And to take those analytics and compare them to Twitch. So the closest thing you can get to a people reached on Twitch is in unique viewer. Now, if you break that down as a unique viewer, that's three occasions that this random person found you. That's a unique viewer. That's how Twitch defines a unique user or viewer. But they have to hit you 3 times before they even count.
Yeah. See, and
So-
that's I've
And
looked
my
into
my
it.
highest month was 80 unique viewers.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen anything that Facebook's gaming has done since back when I was playing Fortnite, because I watched a couple of content creators from Facebook that played Fortnite, because I had Facebook. I just actually opened my Facebook open like a week ago. I
Yeah,
haven't had Facebook in a long time,
same.
and it's been a long time, and everybody's like, well, you could just download the app, right? Facebook
Not
gaming
caffeine.
app. And I'm like, oh, I can? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
So
completely
I
simple.
opened up the app, and
Oh, I didn't know
then
there
was
was a
like, okay.
Facebook gaming app.
I didn't know there was either
Yeah.
until I opened it up, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of nice, Like, I had Blacks, so tonight obviously I was watching my goat who I watch all the time, Nick Merckx. I had him on my main monitor, and then I had a couple other small streamers on my second monitor, and then I have a TV right here, and I had Black linked from my phone to there. Like, I was able to have it from the app linked up
Right.
to my TV, so which was kind of cool, I mean, being able to do that is, it's crazy. I look at Twitch, man, and I love Twitch. Don't get me wrong. I've
Same.
had a great experience on Twitch. I've had a
Same.
great experience on Twitch. But the thing is with Twitch, there's so many big content creators on Twitch already, and I mean big content creators,
Sure.
that it's hard for these little guys to get noticed.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
if I was doing this full time, right? I told Black, and he told me he had the opportunity. I'm like, I mean, you'd be stupid, right? You're getting the opportunity there that you're not getting on Twitch right now, and it takes a lot to get that opportunity on Twitch. I
It
know some
takes a
people who
lot.
are easily averaging, like, he's got 71 people right now, but he's been averaging more, Black, than my friend who's
Brad.
Twitch partnered, right?
Yeah.
She averages like close to 200 views every time. She's a YouTuber, so she gets the views, right?
Yeah.
This guy's been averaging close to 200. I see his stream up and he has like 200 people and he's chatting. They're putting in the work. And I just saw his TikTok that, they didn't approve his partnership and he's going to try again, right? But I told Black, you got the opportunity, take that opportunity and run with it. For me, when you talk about like going after and making the switch, I agree with you, Tyler, that it's hard to make any traction on Twitch because there is
It
so
really
much
is.
going on and everybody's doing the same thing in some way, right? In some way they're doing the same thing, or there's so many people that somebody's got to be doing the same thing, right?
Right.
The difference is, like I just mentioned, Facebook is going to be the person looking to check on grandma, the person who isn't there for gaming, who's now new to it, and you might be able to catch some traction because they weren't looking at somebody else, right? But they're looking at you because they're friends with you on Facebook, or they're friends with your friend on Facebook, or somewhere down the train, they're coming through your stream. For me, and Black has told me, and I'm like, for me, the switch doesn't make any sense for me to make anything other than
for me
for Twitch, primarily because this is always, and I say it with 1% of there being a chance, right? Okay, for crying out loud, somebody said you could quit your job today, make the same or more. I would probably have to be more because it's got to be hard to convince the wife that I'm going to game for a living, right? It's have to be more to convince my wife that I can game for a living, and it runs your other troubles of applying for loans and things because they need an income. It's a lot harder for them to get it, right? Anywho, Amazon Prime lives in Twitch. And so I can get the friends and family who can give me a free sub just because they have Amazon Prime, even though they never watch me. I can't get that over on Facebook.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no,
you can't get that on Facebook.
You can't.
No, and my subs took a massive hit. I mean,
and it will because, and the thing is though, is I give you mad props, man, because you got a very strong community. You got a very, very strong community. Now, you just got to keep pushing out what you're pushing. To show them that the content's not changing. And
that's what I've been trying.
And show them that, hey man, this is something I had to do for me and my family that I needed to try out. And if you really support me, come.
It doesn't matter what platform you're on, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what platform.
Let me be honest. How many people switch?
That's exactly how I looked at it.
Yeah.
If you are here for me, truly here for me, you will be there for me.
Yep.
And if you're not, you're not. It's
now
no
if
big
they
deal
were the
for me.
person, if they were the person who gave you the Twitch Prime sub every month, you'd be like,
then that's
hey,
understandable.
Hey,
And that's
I understand
fine.
if you're not going to give me the sub over here because you were giving it to me because it didn't cost you anything. It came from a Twitch Prime, right?
That's perfectly
But
fine.
if you're here to support me and watch, and absolutely.
And don't get me wrong, I was scared shitless. When I left Twitch 8 days ago, I had 1,000 subs.
Yeah, I know you did.
That's fucking 1,000. This is my primary source of income. And
wait, primary?
Primary. I mean, I do graphics on the side.
Okay.
I do,
I guess I group all that together. So I was wanting you to say only. I kind of thought you were getting into some shady shit, and you probably shouldn't be talking about that.
I separated all.
I'm just kidding.
But I mean, Twitch made up 75% of my income. You know, and I'm still scared. I had just ordered a PC. Brand new 3090, had the Ryzen 9 5620 in it, whatever. Yeah, because I needed it for rendering. And then I ended up canceling it because I decided to take the
leap
plunge.
of faith.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. I was like, man, me and the wife were sitting there and I was like, if I never do this, I'm going to kick myself in the ass for saying I didn't even try.
Yeah. You
And
gotta
man,
try, man. You got to.
I have had so much fun over here. I've had people come in my chat and they're like, bro, you look so much happier. And it's because I think I lost my spark with Twitch. Like, and I'm not saying like I wasn't happy or this and that, because I was very happy with Twitch. Like, I mean, that shows in my content. But like they're saying I'm making different content that's better. Like my quality is went through the roof.
I would say so. You speaking candidly, of course, as
Yeah, go
always,
for
as
it.
I always would.
That's what a
As
podcast
always.
is about. I
Eh,
mean, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
That's just
And you only
me.
get that with
I
Teaser,
just
though.
I just give him I just give him the truth whether he wants to hear it or
no,
not.
that's
Is really what
good.
it comes
That's
down
No,
to.
it
that's what
is.
friends are supposed to do.
I
Yeah.
have called him
Yeah, he
late
calls me.
at
Yeah,
night
that's a bunch of stuff.
just to hear that opinion.
So
Some of those guys that are in the chat, they'll tell you, I'm right there with you.
so my thing is, I haven't cooked on you much, right? But I wasn't cooking on you much on Twitch other than when I went live. And now it's a
Yeah.
different step for me, right? I have to open up Facebook
Yeah.
and open it up. I'll get there, but I'm going to tell you right now, you are putting in a different, like, there's another spark that has occurred. Whether that spark continues to burn or it starts to fade will be on you, right? That'll be on you.
Oh yeah.
But that there is a spark. You are enjoying yourself in a new space. It's like first day of school in the new school
Yes.
year, right?
Yes.
Like you can either go that whole
Exactly.
school year feeling that way, or you make it a couple weeks and you're like tired of going to school again. You know what I mean? And then it's not until the next year and you're like, "Ooh, I got my new book bag. I'm ready to go." Right? So
And I have already made adjustments to keep that spark.
yeah.
Because I told the wife, I'm like, I'm not working any harder, like physically or mentally. I'm really not. But like my time spent in this chair is more because I have to get on at least 30 minutes before to make a thumbnail and then, make sure my description's right, my title's right. And I don't know if you guys have been noticing, I've been hitting my YouTube harder because
Yeah.
Facebook has that opportunity to also upload custom videos like YouTube. So I've been kind of treating my Facebook as my secondary YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, some of my videos are taking off. Like, and when I realized that I was getting that traction, I was like, well,
It's
I'm going
fun.
to do that
It's
3
fun.
days
It's
a week.
enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
I limited myself 3 days a week. I said, I'm gonna put a video up so that people have something to see when I'm not live. I'm gonna give my opinion on things, whether it's good or bad, whatever. I'm gonna do mic reviews like I've done. And speaking of Luette, they just sponsored the giveaway. I got that email today.
I
love that when they
I
get
chatted you on it earlier. Did you respond
On where?
on Facebook? You made that comment and I chatted. How do
Maybe.
you enter? But I guess you
Yeah.
didn't give out those details yet.
No, not yet.
I commented. I
but-
said I'm tired of getting bullied for my USB mic. So how do I enter the giveaway?
Yeah. But no,
Hold on. Listen, I got a USB mic right here, and then hang on. I got something down here I can't even use yet because this thing doesn't work with it good. I got to go on XR just sitting right underneath my
Oh
desk
my
that I can't
God.
even use. Because
But, I
I tried to order a mic, and every time I try to go to order, it's goddamn out of stock.
them Rode Pod mics are good. But I mean, that's what it is, and I've changed my schedule to accommodate that spark because I know I got it. Like I know I'm in that rhythm. And I was like, Miranda, I'm taking Sundays off. And she went, what? Because I haven't taken like an actual scheduled day off.
You got to, man. You got to.
All right, I'm
Like,
gonna make sure I
I-
hit you up that I want to play Warzone on Sundays. We'll see if you can
And like
resist.
something has always happened for me to take off. I've never scheduled a day off. Well, starting since the Facebook move, and 3 days in, I realized I was getting exhausted.
Yeah.
Like
Here's what
I
I've
was
seen.
like, Sundays, I'm off. Like time off. That's creative reset. I get to spend time with my kids. Because I'm telling you, some of my most weird content comes from watching my kids. And I don't even know how I think of it.
Yeah. So what I've noticed, since you've been on Facebook, I've watched a couple of your streams and been in and out while I'm doing my thing. And I could see in your eyes, you don't look so tired and drained out. You don't. You look like
No.
you're having a good time. You look like you have energy. But now, see, this is what you got to do. And this is the biggest thing, like he's talking about the spark. You just got to find out what's ticking that spark, and you got to keep progressing with it. Because the more you do with it and the more you keep it steady, you will blow up, man. There's a guy on Twitch right now. And this is the reason I say this. This guy's only been streaming for 9 months, you guys. This is crazy. 9 months, and he's number 7 on number 1 subs and top 10 subs on Twitch. And it's because of his vibes and his spark and what he does. You know, his energy. And the energy that I see you over on Facebook is crazy, man. I feel like your energy's been great. You know, you've been happy, you've been, you know, let's get it, let's go. You know, and now I just hope that your community, no matter if they can sub to you or not, follows you over to Facebook and is there because, you know, they've been there supporting you for so long. Now let's go see what he's doing over here, and let's see this new and improved man that he's showing out to be, and let's support him and keep him happy and keep him growing. So this can be not just a leap of faith and fail, but a leap of faith and succeed. You know, and that's what I want to see for everybody. I want to see everybody succeed. You know, I love this podcast that you guys have done. I've loved the content that I've been seeing. I mean, just everything, man. You got to find that itch, and you got to run with it, and you got to stick with it. Because if you don't, you'll notice a decline in your numbers and everything, and your mental, you know, your mental health. You know, you're just you as a person. You're gonna see it.
Yeah.
You don't keep that energy. You're just gonna be like, "Hey guys, how we doing today?" You know,
maybe that's a niche. Hey,
like
maybe that's a streamer that people want to watch though. If you can just always be that monotone,
be that monotone.
Guy.
Hi guys, how's it going today?
Oh, I'm having a terrible day. I'm having a terrible day.
Hey guys, this Footloose, I'm back at it again. Yo, listen.
My wife left me. My dog got run over. My truck won't start.
Right, man. Right. You know, and that's like with me, man. I've been running these Warzone games and streaming, and there's time I'm playing with people that are just bringing like bad vibes, and it's like, dude, I either got to get away and go play with somebody else, or I just got to end my stream and get off for the night. You know,
I did that the other night. I mean, I was tired. 1 and 2, I just wasn't having a lot of like. I came into it. I was ready to like have a good gaming session and have a good moment, and then like it got going. It wasn't anybody in my stream or anything like that. It was just like I wasn't really like enjoying the games I was playing. I'm like, you know what? I've been exhausted. My wife has been kicking my ass for not getting up in the morning, like before work to help out. I'm like, I'm just gonna go get my bowl of cereal, watch an episode of TV, and go to bed for once. Because I don't do that.
Right.
I pretty much game until it's, oh, I need to go to sleep. Shit.
Right. And see, and I've been on that same thing, man. I want to get on and play the game. I want to have fun. And then it's like, man, I'm tired now. You know, I'm ready to sleep now. You know, and it sucks, man. I really hope a game or something comes out soon that I'll enjoy, because I'm getting bored with Warzone, but there's nothing else that I'm enjoying.
Sure.
Nothing else.
What did I
mean,
do?
if you
turned
look
off some
on
camera.
Yeah, you turned off something.
I want not my Logitech, my
you know, and like I have like Rogue Company down. I tried Rogue Company when it first came out. You know, I tried to play Fortnite here and there with the boys and see if it's different. We did the Fall Guys thing when Fall Guys came out. I tried doing Among Us. You know, I've tried doing all these other games, and I just can't find anything that's giving me the excitement that Warzone is. But now Warzone's so saturated with cheaters and so broken, it's like I can't have that much fun playing it. You know, now I'm getting angry 2 hours into the game, and it's ruining my vibes. It's ruining other people that I'm playing with vibes. Like, I'll be on a great time, I'll be having fun, I'll be having the best vibes, I'll be getting turned up, you know, whatever. And then the other guys are like, God, you know, and it's like, now my now
killer.
It really is. It really is. So I hope that I'm really excited. I don't know. Did you guys see that dodgeball game?
I saw Nick Merckx playing it the other day. I saw him playing it the other day.
I forgot what it's called.
Was it called Knockout or something like that?
Knockout.
Yeah.
Knockout. I want to buy that game. I don't know if it's out yet or not. I don't know if I know because I know they just closed
trying
the beta.
it out. Yeah.
I know they did the beta, but I heard it's gonna be like $20 when it comes out. I am definitely getting that game and trying it because it looks so much fun. It looks refreshing. It looks like something that you could do with viewers. It looks like something that you could do, you know, by yourself and meet people. It looks so refreshing. It really does. And I'm excited to try it. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw, I think it was one of the MFAM TikToks or whatever. I saw Nick Merckx had like 3 in a row or something. It was,
he had a free piece.
And he did his normal, like, you know, get off me. like
Yeah,
exaggerated.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it was great.
I love it. I love
Black,
it.
who won Dead by Daylight yesterday? I did, right? First spin of the wheel. That's who
David.
wins. First spin of the
Yeah,
wheel,
okay,
right?
yeah.
I got second.
He
Place.
did.
Oh,
He got
damn.
second.
I almost won it all. I was
He
excited too. I was
did.
like, "Ooh, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play this. This could be a game I can try out."
I know that DVD player would be asking me to play, and
What's up, David?
I am investing so much time into my skill in Fortnite that I am like hesitating to switch to anything else at this point. Even I
agree.
try to grind Fall Guys when I'm like just trying to chill. I try to grind Fall Guys just because I do like getting the rewards. And this season there's like an Among Us in the battle pass. You can be one of the Among Us characters in Fall Guys. So I'm trying to grind that to get to that point. I don't know if I'll do it or not. But I was worried I would win. I wanted to enter my name because who doesn't like winning things, you know, like getting in
Oh,
the
yeah.
spinner wheel. But at the same time, I was like, I really hope that like I don't win because then I'll feel like I have to play it, and I don't know if I will. Just because I don't have the time to grind it. But
Yeah,
I was the first one. It was great because I'm like, so I win, right? That's how your spinner wheels work, right? Like it landed on me,
Yeah.
I win.
right. That's how I thought it was at first, and then I was like, "Wait a minute." When I first saw his first one he ever did, I'm like, "All right, cool." You know, the first person one, I'm like, and then he's like, "Nope, we're gonna keep going." I'm like, "Wait a minute."
No, yeah,
And then
it's
I did the spin wheel for the first time. I gave away some Govee LED lights.
So much fun.
And I did it live on stream with all my viewers, and my viewers were stoked
Active.
about it.
It's so much better when you do it to removal. I do it at
Knockout.
work. I
Yeah.
literally do it at work. I just did it yesterday at work where we were picking pairs for things, and I just put all these random pair assortments, and then we went down to the final one. But I'm telling you, it's tough when there's a lot. You know, I had like 174 in spins in my last one that I did.
I think I had 175 in mine. Yeah,
It's like, oh
so
my
intense.
God, you know, and people were like, so the
It
thing
gets
is,
intense.
especially with giveaways, if you do, you know, people can get multiple entries, right?
yeah. We had 10 entries. Like you could get up to 10 entries in mine.
So it can be
Is the way it was.
saturated though, right? Like for mine, I had somebody with 60 of the 175 entries, right?
Oh,
If you have that many and it's the first spin, you kind of almost win, right?
Yeah.
It's nicer to go to the end, and then you should still have entries left if you had that many entries. I actually have to send that hat. I haven't sent it to Minecraft yet. He
love
needs
you.
it.
Oh shit.
But it was definitely it was definitely a lot more fun when I saw Black Dude. I'm like, yep, if I ever do spinner wheels, that's
Yeah.
how I'm doing it.
Like we're getting ready. Like so, what I'm gonna end up doing is I have a HyperX Cloud Stinger headset that I'm gonna be giving away, and then
I heard you're giving away that Go XLR. Isn't that right?
What I will be giving away though is when I get my XLR mic, I'm going to be cleaning this up. It's not even a year old yet. I'm going to be
Nice.
putting it back on the box. I'm going to be doing it all the way, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this as well.
Nice.
I'm going to give this away. So, and it will include this, the stand that it came with, and then I'm going to actually put in a boom arm with it as well. I mean, it
Nice.
might not be the top of the line boom
Sure.
arm by any means, but
It's not a
Boom arm,
Yeti
boom arm.
compass, right? It's not a Yeti
you know,
compass, right?
something
It's
like
not-
this, you know.
Yeah, it's not a Yeti compass like Black has
Yeah,
5 of
yeah,
them all around his
Black
room. Wait, is it like 8 now?
Only 4.
Is there 8 now?
I only have 4.
I know. I'm just gonna tell Mr. Sponsorship over here to just go ahead and send me an XLR mic.
I tried.
mean, yeah.
Every time.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, dude, come on, send it on over. You know, might as well.
I'm telling you what, I tried to email Blue. I tried to email Blue to see if I could get a boom arm just for a discount. You know, they wouldn't do it. You know, I tried. I
just
tried
asked
to
him
email
one
about
day.
that. I tried
I
to
asked him
email
today.
Secret Lab Chair. You know?
Hey, you guys can probably see who I'm shooting for.
Yeah, you're shooting for G Fuel. I know. Yeah, for sure.
I love G Fuel, man. Like my goal is not to be a partner on Twitch. That's not my goal. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to make this my job, make a living off of it. My goal is to put a smile on somebody's face.
Sure.
But my main thing is I want to be sponsored by somebody, and that's who I want to be partnered with right
Nice.
there. So
You have
Are those
1,000
all full
followers
or
on
empty?
TikTok?
I do have 1,000 followers on TikTok.
You can get into their affiliate program.
Really?
Yeah.
I never looked into that. I should look into that. I did not know that.
It's all for your people. I mean, it doesn't benefit you
Yeah,
too
no,
much,
it doesn't
but
benefit. Yeah.
It is all for your viewers. They get a discount code.
Oh wow, I did not know
Yeah,
that. Hmm,
yeah. It's one
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to look into
lowest
that.
affiliates to get into, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I'm at like 2,100. I'm at
Yeah.
2,100 followers on TikTok right now. I think I'm at 728 followers on Twitch. I haven't really gotten into the YouTube thing, just because I'm really don't have the time for it. Um, and I haven't really got into that. And I need to start being more consistent on my TikTok before I start doing that. I want to start being consistent on my TikTok. It's just so hard to find content. It really is, especially with me playing the same game over and
You
over
got to
again.
start watching your kids. That's where it comes for Black, apparently. So he said.
To be honest, I should be doing TikTok like content like with my son, my 8-year-old.
Sure.
I'll send you a link for it.
Okay, bet. But that's like my biggest goal, and I want somebody, that's with every streamer. I want a streamer. As a streamer, you got to set yourself goals. You got to, and
Oh,
that right
100%.
there is like my only goal that I want to hit. I want to be part. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 1,000 subs, yeah, cool, woo. But a partner with G Fuel, that's awesome. You know, you are out here. I mean, I drink this stuff every day, every day. I mean, now they sell it in Iowa in gas stations. Every time I'm out and about, guess what I'm buying? A G Fuel.
Hmm.
You know, it's
Black, you think
Never
if I
had it.
put up my psych, yeah, me neither. But do you think if I put up my psych DVDs
Oh,
and send a message to him, like the Rode, like them, and do you think they'll at least like send me some pineapples, maybe?
yeah. See, and now this is what I have a guy that I follow on TikTok that came into my stream one night, and he's a partnered he's partnered with G Fuel, and he was talking to me. He's like, dude, it don't matter about your numbers. It don't matter about your subs. It don't matter how big you are. All it matters about is putting out your content with G Fuel and making yourself known and showing them who you are, you know? And I know I could do it. I just got to put in the time to do it,
All right,
you know?
boxes of tricks, right? General
Yeah,
Mills hit me up.
100%.
A whole bunch of
Yes.
boxes of tricks
Turn
back there.
me up, baby. Let's go. I'm with it. I'm gonna get a little box of Fruit Loops and chill back here,
So, listen, those are my top three: Fruit Loops, tricks, Rice Krispies. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. I eat the
Yeah,
kids'
see,
cereal.
Fruit
Eat the kids'
Loops,
cereal.
Tricks, and Reese's Pieces.
Okay.
Reese's Pieces.
I can do the
So-
candy. I can't do it in a cereal, but I can do the candy for
I
sure.
love
So
the
the
cereal
the
more than
minimum
anything.
requirements for Instagram on G Fuel: post at least one static G Fuel product, post at least 2 G Fuel product related stories to swipe up per month,
Mhm,
and then include G Squad, and then stream, promote,
mhm.
have your shaker cup always. YouTube, same thing. Twitter, almost the same thing as Instagram. Like you'll find that if you scroll about three quarters of the way down.
Oh
on
yeah,
the link I
I'm
sent
gonna
you.
definitely look into that because
It's so little requirements.
that's something I really.
That's
I
just
mean,
to be an affiliate.
and no, and I'm okay with starting off there. You got to
Yeah.
start off somewhere, and that's exactly where I want to do. I want to build with something and someone, and build a foundation and build a partnership with somebody. And
for
I've always loved what they've done. I love the people that they have on their team already, and their product is amazing. If you
I
guys
think
haven't had G Fuel before, you got to. I mean, just try it. I don't know if you guys like Red Bull. I don't know if you guys like Monster or any of that stuff,
Red Bull.
but I'm telling you, man, try it.
I
Try it.
I
At least
haven't
one time.
drank.
Try it.
I typically at this point I will drink a Monster from like I'll get them for my drive. Like I said, I'm originally from Pittsburgh, so when I go for the holidays, it's 4.5 hours in the truck. I'm
Mhm.
driving pretty much the whole way. Usually, I'm tired, so I have Monster. I'll try a G Fuel. I'm trying to think. I'm so hyped up normally that I like don't. I don't know what I'm like if I'm on something. Like I took C4 once. Okay, you guys
No,
pre-workout,
don't
right?
compare it to that.
So I've had C4 before, and then I couldn't go to the gym. I almost
Yeah.
lost my fucking mind. Okay, I
Okay.
was so jacked up. I could have probably killed somebody. I
This
almost
will
killed my
keep you-
dog.
This will keep you focused. This will keep you
Okay.
up, and it's not really. There's no sugar, you know. It's mostly like it's dude. It locks you in, man.
Mm.
It really does. I mean, it keeps your energy going, but it locks you in. It really does.
So is it? But it is caffeine or not caffeine? Is it like, is the purpose for caffeine, or is the purpose more like a
So what it is
Morning.
really, I mean, it's more.
what's the pill? What's the drug that you can take? What's
5
the
hour energy.
no, like the actual prescribed pill that helps with like focusing. A lot of people
Adderall?
take it to Adderall. That's what I was thinking. Is it like
Yeah.
it's similar to Adderall, I assume,
It's
but
similar.
in
It's similar. It's similar. What it? I mean, it gives you the energy, the focus.
Mhm.
I mean, it's mostly for gaming. That's what they made
Yeah,
it
yeah.
for.
I mean, it's
I
just
mean,
yeah.
it's crazy what they could do with it, man. It really is. Like here it says like energy, focus, endurance, and reaction. Those are what they.
That's
That's what
why I'm
they.
dying on Warzone all the time.
You
That
know,
right
that's what
there.
they. I mean, right there, man. You
I
you
don't have
you
I don't have
you
any
you
gaming
make
fuel.
somebody mad that just
Yeah.
sniffed a whole lot of G Fuel. Game
And
over, baby.
I'm done,
Game over.
Everybody on the other side is just snorting that stuff and I'm screwed, Like, I have no shot.
I drank Monster, and this is how bad it is. I drank Monster. You know how they have the deals, the buy 3 or whatever for whatever price.
2 for 4, I get a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I would
2
drink.
for 3.
I would drink at least 4 of those or more a day.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Okay, that's how addicted I was.
That's rough.
Now, I drink 1 G Fuel in the morning to get me going because I don't drink coffee,
Sure.
and then I have 1 in the evening, and that's it. That's it, and I
Yeah.
don't need no more. Like I drink this in the morning to get me going. I know I'm going to be behind a semi. I need to make sure I got some little bit of something in me going. And then when I come home and I know I'm starting the stream, I'll drink a G Fuel while I'm sitting here streaming.
No, it makes sense.
Just to get me going. And I don't stay up all hours of the night with it.
Hmm.
It doesn't make me not sleep. The flavor's amazing, and you could literally walk around with like a bottle of water and a little to go one of these and have it ready to go.
All right.
Literally.
So now you take this clip and you post it up. You're like, G Fuel, It's the fuel
Yeah.
I use.
Yeah, this is what I use to get my day going. 100%. And that's the biggest thing. And that's what I want to do. I want them to see that I use this stuff
you're
on a
using
daily
it.
basis
Yeah,
for more than just gaming, more than just for a partnership. I'm doing this because this changed me from getting away from Monster. It changed me away from getting all that. I had somebody that drank Red Bull 24/7. And I said, listen, try it G Fuel. Guess what they're doing now? Buying tubs of G Fuel.
It's probably
They do not
cheaper
drink
too.
they don't
Probably
drink
cheaper.
Everything's cheaper than
Red Bull is
That's
looking
my
ridiculous.
addiction.
I absolutely I can drink Red Bull one way and one way only.
with Jaeger bomb.
With a Jaeger bomb. That is it. Like even a Red Bull vodka, I just can't. I just don't enjoy it. It has to be with the Jaeger. I have 4 bottles of Jaeger in my other room. Like when I was streaming back last year, it was always in my background. But I told my buddies, I'm like, listen, I got to get through some of this Jaeger. Stop buying me Jaeger. Like I'm not drinking it that fast. You guys aren't coming over. Okay, I can't. Like you don't just sip on it.
Jaeger's disgusting to me. I don't like licorice.
Yeah. Well, guys, I go ahead. Good, Tyler. Sorry.
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm good, man. I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to be on here, man. I mean, it's been great. I mean, you guys are a bunch of good guys. Black, you already know the vibes between me and you, and how we've been and everything like that. And it's been great to see the growth that you've had, man.
Yeah.
You've done so much for the community. You've gave back so much. Caesar, I want to get more involved with you. We can link up, play some games sometime. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I want to try to get into your streams a little bit more and interact with you a little bit more, just to get a little bit more, learn more about you.
Yeah, absolutely. I jump in. I like it. Black found me, right? And Chris has become one of my closest friends. I'm trapped, right? And I don't talk to a lot of my friends that I don't see regularly, right? I still talk to Chris, even though I'm not seeing him ever seen him, right? So he's definitely, his community he's built has been great. I love popping in people. Tyler, I think if I always have the same theme. if I'm not live yet and I'm not behind schedule and I'm like ready to go or not ready to go yet, I typically pop up people. People usually know me to just come in, say what's up. I usually keep the stream tab up and just go about the rest of the stream. And a lot of the time I get in trouble in the morning because what ends up happening is at the end of my stream, if somebody's live who wasn't live at the beginning, I pop in and I say what's up and have a couple words with them before I go to bed. So I've popped into yours now. Sometimes I'll say what's up. Sometimes I'll just kind of chill and see what's going on. I like to do that, especially before we have somebody on here, right? If we're gonna have somebody on here, which I'm open to anybody. Last week we had a 17-year-old. Week 5 or week 6 we had Colton from Texas, who's become one of my biggest supporters in my stream. Who he was a 13-year-old, and at this point we only had adults on, and it's like, okay, well, what's gonna happen? We have no idea. We're bringing people into this world of like, I mean, Black's got the clout now, obviously partner on Facebook, but I'm just a guy who enjoys meeting people. And this has been an awesome.
Same thing with me, man.
It's been an awesome session. What's up, Black?
I have less than you guys.
Black.
I'm just saying, like, you guys average higher viewers than me right now.
Right now,
that clout.
What?
Listen.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Listen. Everything I have built, Black, which is I'm not doing this full time. Tyler's mentioned he's not doing this full time, right? Everything that I have built, you have started, right? You have helped me build that. A lot of the people that I've met have come. Get out of here. Just there's a very few amount.
You're a quirky son of a bitch, and that's why you took off.
Just take it as it is. Big dog.
Yeah, just tell him take it, Tyler. Right?
Just open the door and let it come on in. Okay, just listen to what he's saying, my guy.
Yeah,
Chris is kind of like gravity. We all just fall and draw to him.
Just allow
Flippy.
Yeah, Flippy. Just let him know, like, that's what it's about, and that's why you have people following. That's why you have people supporting you. It's why I built the bond I have with Chris. But Tyler, I hear you, and I'd be more than happy to play some games at some point, whatever they may be. You just might have to carry my ass.
Us three, we can link up. Us three can link up. We can get some games in for Dansk. I'm totally down with it. That's one of my biggest things right now. I want to reach out.
I'm one of the best at Most Wanted. All right, so if you guys want to die,
you turn me up. Hey, I'm okay with that. Everybody's got to have that number one support player. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to support, hey, I'm with it. Let's lock it in. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's put out some content. Let's vibe and have a great time, because I already know Black's vibes. I can get a good vibe from you already. You sound like a great dude. Sound like you're having fun, and you're doing it all about the same thing that I want to do, man. I just want to put a smile on somebody's face.
Yep,
I just want to learn, and I want to meet people. And I'm not the biggest, the content creator, but I want to help people get to where they want to be. I just want to help people. I've had guys that have came into my stream that are 16 years old that want to start streaming, and I've been trying to help them. Like one of the guys that just followed you tonight, his name's Nord Henry. He used my Discord and posted up. He started playing games with us. He used my Discord to just, hey, I'm posting my link in here. I have a little spot where you're able to do that. And my people went over and followed him, helped him get affiliate. Now he's affiliate.
Nice.
He's earning, a lot of good friendships. I've built so much friendships on my Discord with all these people, and it's cool to open up my Discord and see my chill rooms being used by other people
just to talk to each other. Yeah.
Like awesome. I have my main room that's locked, and then I have like 2 rooms that are open, and you'll see people. Like, I guarantee it, if I click on my Discord right now, chill room 1, there's 3 people just sitting there playing video games right now.
Nice.
Like, I mean, it's cool to see that, because I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see everybody chase that dream, and I want to see everybody, keep a smile on their face. That's all it's about, man. That's really all it's about. But now here's a message to anybody that's listening that wants to, be a streamer. Okay. Don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. Get it, run with it, and see what happens. Because if you don't, you're going to look back and tell yourself, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do this?
I listened to somebody on TikTok the other, I think it was today. I saw the one, and I thought they did a good job of defining it, right? If you are interested in just like what you said, you want to go out and have a fun time, and you're able to kind of separate, I need this many people in my channel from hey, if there's one person in my channel, I'm having a good time, then do it. But if you're not able to separate that and like you're gonna want Tim the Tatman numbers, Nick Merck numbers, right? If you're gonna want that, give it a shot, but know that they've worked a long time. They've worked a long time. I mean, Nick was just watching. I didn't even know there were videos out there that Tim had hair that was down to his shoulder.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right?
He just watched that yesterday. I just saw. Listen to
like,
this. I just saw a video. I just saw a video of 16-year-old Nick Merckx arm wrestling. I just watched a video of him back when he was 16 arm wrestling. Like, can you believe it? That right there. I mean, seeing how long and how many years they've been doing this, it's a grind, baby.
Yeah,
it's a grind. And 100%. Another thing, if you guys are out there, for all you guys that are new, if you guys are out there pushing out content, do not, and I repeat, and I say this very proudly because I love TikTok, do not pass up TikTok. If you're going to start streaming, make sure you use TikTok, folks. I promise you, it's the way to go. Right now, starting off new, it is the way to go. It's where all the content is being seen. YouTube is great. YouTube is amazing. I love YouTube, but I stand by, as a new streamer and a new content creator, I stand by TikTok. The reason why, if you find the analytic and you find, not the analytics, if you find like, the right timing, the algorithm. Yep. If you find the right algorithm, you will go so far.
I have no idea what that algorithm is, by the way. I was
hard.
bragging.
I can't find it yet either.
I was bragging like 3 weeks ago to Black, like, hey, I've been posting like the YouTube's live. All I say in it, right, on the Dad Club Gaming TikTok at this point, the only thing I do is a quick little, hey, this episode's live on YouTube. This is our guest. They brought us with this lesson, and go check it out. Hit like and subscribe. Join the Discord if you want to sign up, right? That's it. And I was averaging a nice 600-700 views on each one of those TikToks. That's good. I only have like 20 followers on it because I don't push it. Like this channel that I'm using strictly so we can push the content, the view to both Facebook and Twitch at the same time. I don't use Caesar RE because I want this to be a separate entity. I'm just a person on this, right? Yeah. As soon as I started bragging about it, it dipped. 100 to 200 views is all I got in the next two. And then this last one that I posted last night got like 700 views again. I'm like, I don't understand. Is it the time of day? Is it like...
It's the time of day. It's the time... Listen,
1 a.m. I was posting them. 1 a.m. my time. And they were getting
You have to work off Pacific time.
Oh my God. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's Pacific time. Bro, I'm telling you, there was one that I posted at like 5 in the morning and it got like 2,000 views.
Yep. Yeah.
There was one I posted at 1 a.m. at night and it got like 700 views. Yep. And I have not been able to find any that are really over there. But now I will say the algorithm on TikTok has changed dramatically since COVID started. Because now when you go to your For You page, you're seeing Black Hack. I'm seeing Nick Merckx. I'm seeing Tim the Tatman, people that I follow already. You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm seeing people that I follow.
My own For You page.
Me too.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm seeing stuff, people that and that's kind of what I gotta
you, man.
It is me.
But I promise you, and that was just my message I wanted to put out to people. Because I know there's people watching on both this channel and on Black's channel. If you guys want to become streamers, just start off with TikTok, man. Start off small and then work your way slowly into something bigger, such as YouTube. Because you want to start off with get that base and that foundation and then start building that house. Level by level.
I heard this so perfectly on TikTok the other day, and it made so much fucking sense. Because my content only grew better on other platforms once I learned how to TikTok properly. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing on there. But for the most part, he said it exactly right. TikTok is training wheels for any content creator to get started.
Facts.
And it was the most absolute thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's true.
It teaches edit.
Yep.
It teaches present your content, hook, draw them in, and then create your content.
Yep.
Okay.
Am I wrong in saying I have no idea how most of those edits work? I don't understand how kids know what they're doing. I have no idea.
I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to edit. You know what? Listen, for anybody that's watching, okay, hang on a second.
On TikTok,
you
like
do-
I don't know what any of those pictures are. The
On-
only one I know is green screen.
He's gonna show you the edit hack for an iPhone that'll make it portrait. It's so easy.
There's two different things. Okay, this is me editing on here. This app that I have is called Premium Rush.
I
Okay,
use the same shit,
Premium Rush on my phone. Look, this is
dude.
on
I
my,
use it.
this is on my phone, chat. This is literally on my phone. I did this on my phone. If it will play, it's gonna be a bot and not play.
I do the same shit.
Yeah, it won't play. Okay, but yes, that's that. I mean, look,
Let's play now.
that's my phone. That's it. I email a clip over to my email. So I save it on my computer. I email it to myself, and I get it on my Google Drive. I save it onto my phone, and then I do it on Rush. I literally, that's how I do it. And then
Cut
from
that whole
there,
part out now.
yeah.
iPhone allows you to download. They just
What?
added that. Yeah, they added that feature. You can download your clips from Safari. It's so awesome.
No shot, right?
Full res. Yeah.
Oh, turn me up.
Wait, what?
That-
Twitch? You're
they
saying?
they updated that. Yeah, you can log into your Twitch, view it as a
On
desktop.
Safari.
Yes,
As
on
desktop?
Safari, and then you can download your clip. I do it that way every time when I'm laying in bed at night and I forgot to edit something. I edit on my phone while my wife's asleep because I don't want
Yo,
to turn
I'm-
back on my computer.
Hey, I'm mind blown right now.
I
You know,
had to throw that out there.
Yo,
That's a new
what?
feature.
What? Hey, bro, you just made me happy right there. Like, cause I'm gonna,
It's so nice.
hey, I'm gonna go back to this podcast and I'm gonna be sitting right there making videos about the podcast. You know,
That's,
I
that's
mean,
what I do.
you know,
All
I
my
mean,
podcast TikToks were made with Adobe Rush.
man, look,
Very
this
cool.
little, hey, I found out, I'm like, man, what's a quick, but now listen, there's also ways if you don't know how to edit, there is a website that you can go to and upload a clip to, and
And it'll
you
do it,
can,
yeah.
it will do it for you. And you can make
Yeah.
it, if there's a watermark, or you could spend $5 and you can do it without a watermark. But that's if you want to spend the $5. Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, the your editing on the Rush on your phone isn't going to be like top quality, like if you were to do it on a computer.
Yeah.
But it's still great, man.
I haven't pushed out. Like I said, the Dad Club Gaming one, I push out these. The Caesar TikTok I have, I basically push out humor. Isn't that right, Black? Would you call it humor? Nah, my ones over on Caesar are kind of like stupid things that I like to do. But so it's crazy, but we, I thought we had a great conversation. It was great meeting you, Tyler, and getting the face to face and being able to talk to you.
I had a good time.
You
man.
hit us with the lesson right at the end. Okay. Like I took away from that. Like at the very end, you just said level by level. I'm thinking the lesson is, build level by level.
Yeah.
Right there, download.
Oh, wow.
That little button right
Yeah,
there.
the little button up top. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's
But
so
yeah, I mean,
nice.
that's what I want everybody to take it as. This isn't going to come all at once. It's not. It's not going to.
It could be one
You
step at
gotta-
a time. We could make
it-
we could
one
make
step-
it one
you
step
could
at a
do-
time.
One step at a time, or level by level. Because I mean, like they say, and I don't know if cussing's okay on this or not.
Hey,
but-
you're good with me. I don't know about Black.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Like 100%. There's levels to this shit. And if you work your way up them levels, you will be on top at your goal as long as you keep sticking to that level. You
Yep.
got to stick to it. If you don't stick to it, you're going to be down here. You're going to be. And that's what I learned, because I learned that. I during my 2 months off, when I got into my mindset and I was really depressed, I missed out on a lot of opportunities. And then when I got back into it and I fired it up, I hit my goal of my subs. I hit 300 subs.
Yeah.
I literally,
That's awesome.
I had to shave my beard on stream. Literally, I had to shave my beard, and I'm talking full out beard. Full out beard.
I don't know
live
if
on
you
stream.
I don't know if you noticed, because I had my hair.
He has a
hair up
mullet.
the back. No, I don't have a mullet. I have some long growing since February of last year,
Hey.
right? And I
Hey.
said if I get to 1,000 followers on Twitch, I'll cut my hair. And somebody said, "Will you do it in a mullet?" I said I'll do mullet and the stash. If I
Yeah.
get to my 1,000 followers, because then I can step up my game. But I also made the claim I'm not doing it other than organically. I'm not going to
Yeah.
push out any more than I would. I'm not going to buy followers. I'm not going to do that. When I get there, and then I'll do it. So whenever that
So
happens,
there's
that'll happen.
a question that I want to answer
Oh
real
my
quick, if
God.
that's okay.
Is it that
It
one
says
that you just got?
nice guy says how to level
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that I think he's
This-
saying that might be the lesson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That could be the lesson. Yeah. What do you call a cheap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, okay then. That was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought that was
All
the
right.
question you were gonna answer.
No.
I
I
just
thought he
read
was
that.
asking a question on how to level up. That's what I thought he was asking. But
Memorandum.
for everybody that wants to know how to level up, man,
What's
you
a
need to
cheap
find yourself. You need to make sure that yourself is pushing out the best content that you could push out. You need to support others
Mhm.
and reach out to the communities and let them know that you're who you are. Don't go in there self-promoting because
Yeah.
that's not the way you do this. You don't want to do the follow for follow. You don't want to do none of that. You just want to get out there, show support to other people, reach out to other people, connect with other people, build relationships with other content creators, and then make sure, number one, find yourself, find who you are that you want to be on stream, but don't make it fake. Do
Sure.
not make it fake.
Just be you.
Make sure yourself is being you, be genuine, be humble, don't be cocky, don't do any of the stuff that's wrong, that would put you out there to be a bad person. Because I'm getting a lot of that now because of everything that happened with me. You know, they put out a GoFundMe for me, and now people will see me getting all this new stuff because I'm back to working and I'm back to being okay. But they don't see what I'm doing on the other side. They don't see me giving back. Black here. I'll say this. Black helped me out. Okay, but just the other day, I knew I was okay.
Right back.
I threw it right back at him. The
That's
same
pretty
exact that he gave me went right back to his PayPal
I never
because I don't want people's money.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And it sucks that people are putting it out there like that.
I say it all the time. I want
even, I get the
Amazon's
same
money.
shit.
That's why I'm on
Yeah.
Amazon. That's why I want the Prime subs. That's why I tell Black all
I
the
get
time.
the
I want
same shit,
Amazon's
man.
money.
Bring it on
I
over.
get,
I'm okay with it.
I get the same shit. I was planning for a move, and I lowered the prices of my graphics, and people were buying like crazy. And then like I told them, hey, I'm stuff happened, and then I'm slowing down with the graphics. I had a really bad seizure, and now I have to get another surgery. So like I go
I'm
next
sorry
week
to
for
hear
an
that,
MRI.
man.
I go next week for an MRI, and then I have to go sit in a fucking ICU for 3 days with a tube hanging out of my dome.
Hmm.
So we weren't moving at that point now.
Uh,
And I had all that money from doing all my graphics super cheap. So I started buying stuff and doing giveaways, and then I upped the giveaways because the giveaways were going so well. They were becoming more community driven,
Yeah.
and they were paying for themselves. And then the shipping too. That was awesome. And
Yeah.
then the move to Facebook, and I thought I almost lost the Lewitt thing, but man, I had so many people coming in and going, "You're nothing like when I followed you," and I'm like,
You're a
"Fucking
fraud. You're
shit
this. Yep.
happens, bro. I
Yep.
can't help."
Well, what
And I
happened with
had to
my
slow down.
what happened with my situation is when I got into that rut back in December the first time, I got my family got donated a bunch of Christmas gifts. Like they adopted my family. Well, they got something for me, and it was a headset, and I didn't need it. Obviously, I already had one that I already had for a long time, so I wanted to do a giveaway, and I didn't pay for this item, so I did a free giveaway. I got the most hate for it because there was a GoFundMe for me out there.
Yeah.
And just since I gave a giveaway out, I'm a bad person. I use people for their money.
People don't
I
see
do
behind the
this.
scenes,
They don't
man.
see behind the scenes, man. And that's the other thing, man. Do not let anybody stop you. Don't let words stop you. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, and keep being great, man. You get Black, you already know how I feel about you, man. You've put out good content for me to watch. You've been there for me. You've had my back. You've let me message you and ask you questions. You interact in my chat. You've supported me. You've been a great dude, man. You really have.
I mean, but
You-
that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. It is.
It
But
is.
I'm just letting you know. I hope the people that followed you on Twitch will open up and they'll start reaching you over on Facebook, even if they can't support.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as they can get over there and still show the love, I hope they do, man, because you're an amazing guy.
I appreciate that.
You've had a rough life with everything that's going on in your life with your surgery and everything like that, man. You deserve everything and more.
Man,
Like when
what
I first
I
met you, dude, you
oh,
gave look at all the stuff that you were doing for the community when I first met you.
oh yeah. I mean,
You
I still
were
do that.
I know, but I know that. I know. But what I'm saying though is look at what you were doing. Now, if those people give up on you, then you already know what they were there for. See
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Just
I
keep
watched
grinding, keep
my
keep doing
Discord was
best, man.
8,000 full, now
Yep.
it's 4,200, you
There ain't
know?
nothing wrong with that. There
And
ain't
it
nothing wrong
is
with that.
it's feeding out the people.
Bye bye.
And man,
Walk them out the door.
I was talking with Dustin the other day about this. I was like, "Man, that surgery was the best and worst thing that ever happened to me. I would have never been a streamer if it didn't happen. I
Yeah.
would have never met the people I've met if it didn't happen. I would have never made that jump to this career ever
Yeah.
because I would have always said, I'm gonna stream on the weekend, and eventually I'll take off. And it would have never taken off because I would have never had that time to devote. And
Yep.
dude, that video still is on my phone. The day I woke up for my surgery, and I was like, I'm done. I am from this point forward. I'm putting my all into streaming. And
Yep.
almost a year later, I am doing it. It's wild. It's wild, man. It is wild.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. I really am. And what Caesar's doing with this podcast, and you as well with
I
this
love
podcast,
this thing.
it's freaking amazing, man. I've watched it every week. You know,
That's awesome to
every,
hear. I'm glad to hear that people find the time to watch it. I'll be honest. I sell it as watch it on 2x on YouTube. You'll watch it quick. It'll be done in an hour. You'll get all the
It does,
content
dude.
because I talk very slow. I'm a very slow talker, so it's like you still get it at the right speed and you get
Yeah.
all the information. I need to get better. I apologize for all the people in the past couple weeks. I've kind of cut some of my time. What I typically do is I actually watch it back and do sections so people can
That's the
actually
best
see
way
the
to do it.
sections. I
It
know,
is.
but the last like 3 or 4, I've kind of not done that because I edit it and post it up. But
Why are you being so? There you go. Whatever.
Mine keeps doing it too.
Mine
but-
keeps blurring out.
But
I need to get a new one.
the best thing I could do is like keep putting the sections in, so when people want to watch something specific, they can. Right? That's awesome. All right, well, like I said, this was great. Hey, like I tell everybody, Tyler, we are more than happy to have people back on once I get through. You know, we're dwindling on the list. Hopefully, we continue to build it. We have ideas of doing some reunions with some different people and things like that. Maybe some group ones. Just depends what we want to do. But we appreciate you signing up. We appreciate you coming on here and talking. I really enjoyed getting to know you more. And
Yeah.
I second all of the fucking solid things you said about Black because he wasn't gonna be my first co-host because it was like mine and my buddy's idea to do Dad Club Gaming as like a team.
Yeah.
But I am more like it was like a blessing in disguise that my buddy was like, "No, I don't really want to co-host," and I was like, Chris was down. Like he didn't even say what it was gonna be. It was just like, I'm down.
No, he
I'm
said,
like,
"Hey,
"Good."
you want to do something?"
Yeah, and if you guys ever need help with anything, man, if you guys ever need any type, if you need a fill in, if you need anything, you just let me know, man. I'm always down to chit chat with people, talk with people, and I mean, you guys know who I am. I mean, you guys see, I can sit here and talk with people for hours, man. I really can, and I
The
try to
only
give out the
reason
best
I
advice
cut
that I
these
can.
things, the only reason I cut these things, I say it every week,
So
is,
you can edit.
is because I don't like to trim fat from it. So if I can keep them short and compact, if I know of a part that was like, oh, we sat for a little bit, I can go to that part and transition us ahead and whatnot. And I've done that a couple times, but recently we've been getting good at keeping them concise, and I haven't had to. But nobody wants to sit and watch a 3 hour long YouTube video.
No,
So it's like if I can keep them short and then have somebody come back on, that's the way to go. So hey, by the way, thanks for posting in our kids. Feel free to post in that as much as you want if things come up. It was cool to see your kids before this episode and have that background. I know you posted your setup, even though I saw it on stream, but I got to see it from the other view, which was awesome.
From a different angle. Yeah.
It was awesome. So feel free. I know you and DVD Player are pounding like the hey streams live. Keep it up. I'm happy to have people. At some point, I really do want the Dad Club Gaming server and this Dad Club Gaming channel. I keep selling it as a TV station where you pick a time slot that you want to stream to, and anybody who's a member of it can stream to it. There won't be any monetization from it, right? Because you can't like split up who gets what.
Yeah, you can't split.
But it's not affiliated. And if you go live to it, you can go live to it on Facebook and Twitch at the same time, and you could be selling it there. So
hit that audience.
Well, and I'm so down with that, man. You know, I'm really down with that. That sounds good. And if you don't care, man, from now on when I go live, I'll do hashtag Dad Game Club.
You can do whatever you want.
Dad
Yeah,
Club
absolutely.
Gaming on there.
Dad Club
just
Gaming,
to
yeah,
get
for
it
sure.
out there, you know, Dad Club Gaming. I mean,
Hell
because
yeah.
I think that'd be cool to get trending, man. I really do. I think that'd be kind of cool to get trending on Twitter, on Facebook, on Twitch.
That
you know,
Discord
whatever.
can't blow up though. If that Discord blows up, I'm in trouble because it's already hard
you know
enough
what?
for me to fucking
Listen,
control.
baby, you know what? We get
need
people
some
in there.
bees.
I
we
need
get
some
some
fucking
people in there.
bees.
We get some people in there that you trust, and we run it, man. There ain't nothing wrong with getting a group of guys and a group of people that love their kids and their family in a community together and just vibing out. I mean, you guys, if you ever want to hang out and on a Saturday night, if you guys like watching fights, you know, UFC fights, if you guys ever want, man, get a hold of me. I mean, I know we're all live right now, but get a hold of me. You know, we'll talk about it off stream. We always have fun, man. My Discord has a great time. We'll get the drinks out. We'll get the going, and we'll have some fun.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's a good time, man. It's a bunch of guys and girls and whoever getting together and hanging out and doing what they love and just vibing and talking and chatting with people. I mean, we've sat and chatted for 4 hours after a stream one night. You know, that's what the Discords are all about, man.
Yeah,
that's what they're all about. And
no, I agree with you.
Get this one, if you can get this one going and get it to where it's under control and healthy and, you know, built correctly and modded correctly, this thing could be an amazing thing for a lot of people, because there's a lot of older guys like myself, like you guys, that are in their 30s that love games, that have kids, that don't have a lot of people to go sit and talk to, because most of the people out there nowadays are 26, 25 and lower. You know, you don't meet a lot of people that are in their 30s gaming and streaming and trying to do this and trying to build a community. You don't. So this what you have over here is amazing, man. What you're doing with this podcast is amazing. You guys just got to keep it up, keep grinding, and keep on pushing.
I appreciate it. We're going for 50. We're going for 50 this year. It would have been 52, one every week. But my PC was in the shop for 2, and I was just having a headache with it. But it'll depend on your surgery, Black. Well, I'll figure out that one. You know, I'll have to talk to you.
Live in the hospital, bro.
You went live in the hospital.
I did.
I got you, baby. If you're gone, I got you. I got your back, man. You already know the vibes. I got you.
Yeah, so it's I'm going for 50 this year of these, and it would be awesome. I will be more like I set up, by the way, guys, and anybody listening, I set up expecting to hit 1,000 of these at some point. Okay, episode 1 was not 1; it was 001. Okay, so I had every intention for these to go on for a very long time. Like, I wanted to be like, you know what? I want to keep doing this for a very long time. And if I can meet even close to 1,000 people, half amount, because we have people on again, like 500 people who want to chat in the world, like, that's awesome. That's phenomenal. So once again, I'm going to say it again. It was a great time, man, having you on. I appreciate it. I'll kick over some title ideas for you for the lesson. Like I do normally, I'll just chat you on Discord, and then once I have an idea, I try to fit it in a little thumbnail. I'll give you a shout, and we'll figure out if you're cool with it. But it was great having you, Tyler, and I look forward to seeing you in the future as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely link up. We'll get together off stream, and we'll set up a time to where all three of us can get into and link up and get some.
I'm down to try to play. I'll come to your guys' world and play some Verdansk. Okay.
Hey, I promise you'll have some fun. I promise. We can make some fun out of it. We don't have to go full sweaty, but we can make some fun out of it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Cool.
All right, boys.
Y'all.
You guys have